What I had was a willing to learn. And I wanted to do a try and error as much as I want. When you spend all your money and you're all in, and you're playing poker and you just go all in, for me to walk home with $70 or $80 in my pocket with coins and that, I think that felt, and I think that was the lowest point of my life. And I'll go, I need to revive this business. So I jumped on TikTok. So take one step at a time, forget what's in front of us, and don't worry about the overthinking, because you're going to kill yourself and you're going to kill your brain.
Jacob Najjar is the founder of Thirsty Monkey, and it's now extremely viral acai bowls with unbeatable texture. So how did this savvy entrepreneur turn a mystery Amazonian superfruit into the most viral and delicious dessert in a time where everyone was locked down at home? In just a few short years, Jacob has become the king of acai in Australia, and no one can beat his unbeatable texture. So let's dive into an epic episode of Amazonian exploration and the story behind how Thirsty Monkey became the most viral acai chain in Australia. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't have the monkey, it ain't Thirsty Monkey, baby. Let's go. This is the story about how he built it all.
If there was one cheat code that you could think of right now that could help you double your results in half the time as an 18-year-old Jacob, to go back to yourself, or even advice that you might tell your son, hey son, this is the cheat code for life. If you follow this, you'll get to double what dad achieved in half the time he did. What do you think it would be?
Life is an experience that you need to go through. And I think...
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Point 01, where we spend time with some of the best Point 01 percenters in Australia. Let's go. This is episode 16 with Jacob Najjar, the king of acai.
How you doing, man?
Bro, Point 01 is all about people like yourself. You have created, or you have revived the category. Acai has been around for a long time,
Absolutely,
but
man.
you have absolutely blown it out of the water. And the last couple of years, I remember seeing your videos at Wentworth Point when you first started, the buckets and the trolley. I remember that. And then now, how many stores are we at?
9.
9 stores.
Yeah.
Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane.
All of them. Brisbane, there you go. There's your exclusive. Brisbane's coming, bro.
Don't know, episode will come out later.
No, that's it. You can have it, but yeah, Brisbane's coming, bro. That's your exclusive. Yeah,
And that's number 10, huh?
So number 10 is Penrith.
Yep.
We're doing Penrith number 10.
Wow.
So that's Penrith number 10, and then we've got another 2 in store.
Wow.
And then Queensland, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
On
we're
fire,
going
bro.
hard, bro. We're going hard on it, yeah.
How, man? Like, there's so many stores in such a short time. You're absolutely crushing it. All the stores look fantastic as well. You're doing great. From an acai point of view, you are like the GOAT, and you have all these copycats
Thanks, mate,
who have the unbeatable texture
we
as well.
We like to say we inspired them, not copycat, but we like to say we inspired them. But it's just good. I think the whole journey was we went in there. I think the difference between what we started and what we created is not just the acai. You see, acai was just the means of it, right? I think essentially what we did was build a culture behind what we do. Now, if you go back to where we started, which we started in 2018, in 2018 we started a little shop, little place, hole in the wall, let's call it, and we used to sell salad, coffee. Acai was part of it, drink shakes and everything else.
Was the acai like what it is today, or was it like the bowl,
No,
the
so
smoothie,
we used
the smoothie
to,
bowl?
yeah. We used to blend them, which used to take about 15 to about 19 minutes to blend
Holy
each bowl.
shit.
And we used
Wow.
to sell about 15 bowls a day, or 14 bowls a day, or 10 different bowls. But it was good for majority of it. But so that shop there for me was just try and error type thing, right? We had that shop for about a year and a bit. We sold it just before COVID, as in COVID hit, and then obviously we had someone buying it because it was mainly grab and go in Parramatta. So we said, whatever, we sold it for whatever the price that was. We never lost money on it.
Yep.
We made some money.
Yep.
Plus, but I think essentially what that shop was for me was experience. I've learned way too many things from it, because from that shop I realized coffee don't make money. I realized salad don't make money. I realized there's so many overhead that you can cut, and then you can go down the path where you do a business that's idiot proof and does not require wastage. Now, for many people, obviously, for many viewers will tell you, when it comes to cafe, restaurant, there's a lot of wastage, there's a lot of labor,
Yep.
chefs in so many cases. These are things that obviously you can't rely on if you're not a chef yourself, right? Or if you're not a barista yourself,
Yep.
right? So therefore, I wanted to be an idiot-proof shop where anyone from the age of 16 till about the age of 25 or 30 can run it smoothly, not a problem. So that was the thing. So I think that Parramatta was obviously try and error. Then we started, obviously, my first ever shop after COVID was Thirsty Monkey in COVID. Again, I tried to do the same thing, but without the coffee, because coffee took so much energy in it. Now, where we started was we built a culture around the whole business of what we had, because we no longer wanted to blend anymore. So when I started my shop in Wentworth Point, we said, okay, we got to work out how we can work on a less budget. So I wanted to have a business where it runs smooth without having too many, how do you call it?
Headaches.
Headaches, headaches, and like sort of people that are chefs or baristas or something like that. I don't need to rely on them because if they don't rock up tomorrow, my business is not at risk.
That's right.
So started Wentworth Point shop. That was one of my first Thirsty Monkeys.
So
to
Wentworth Point was the first
speak.
one.
Thirsty Monkey, yeah. Whereas my other one was under a different name.
Yeah,
in
right.
2018.
Right.
Yeah, we used to call it Nutrition to Go because that was a plan of it.
Okay.
But then again, even when we wanted to open up a new shop, even the name played a massive part because Nutrition to Go was very specific to a niche market that you'd go for. And we didn't want people to think we, again, health freak place, right? So again, a lot of thought went into the whole name when we wanted to open up a new shop because that one sold. We wanted to open up a new shop and then we wanted to come again. So we worked again on so many things like what worked and what didn't work on that shop. Again, that was a try and error shop. We didn't lose money on it. We gained money and we gained heaps of experience. So then when we wanted to open up Thirsty Monkey, we knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to be a grab and go.
Yep.
We wanted to have a business where it's easy to remember and destination. So we started it within COVID.
Literally, 2018, 2019?
So
First
20 we signed the contract. In 21 we opened up the shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was bang on into the COVID. Bang on in the COVID. So everyone used to ride their bike from Parramatta, used to go for a run, used to do the Bay Walk or Bay Run within the Parramatta, within the
the Bay Run was literally COVID hotspot, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone did a Bay Run.
So that's what it was, and that's how we stumbled across that site. And that site wasn't there. We had to create the site, so they had to create. They loved the idea of what we're doing.
Yep.
So they gave us a site. So then first we needed a name for the shop. So obviously we had to come up with a name. Now the name of Thirsty Monkey, it's till now everyone's like, what the hell, how the hell did you come up with the name? Now, monkey is my good luck animal. That's pretty much what the name monkey is.
Yeah.
I knew I needed a monkey in there.
Yeah.
Now monkey represents a lot of things in life. He's cheeky, he's happy, he's playful. He's everything that a baby, a child will sort of relate to. So we knew we needed a monkey in there. So then we had a lot of things that went with monkey, like cheeky monkey, like hungry monkey. We had lazy monkey. We had a lot of things. I think when it was at 3 o'clock in the morning one night when we were looking at things and I go, oh man, I'm thirsty. I'm just gonna go get something to drink.
Yeah.
Then I said, like as I said, thirsty. My mate wanted to go get a drink. So it was a subconscious thing that as soon as you say thirsty, like as I'm speaking about thirsty, I want to drink.
You want to
drink,
drink,
boys.
You want to have some water?
But it is a subconscious thing that you sort of, your mouth start drying up and everything else because you can relate that thirst to quenching yourself, and I think that's essentially what it was. So then we felt like Thirsty Monkey. It's such a unique name. It's got nothing to do with what we do, yet it has everything to do with what we do. Because when you look at it, Thirsty is obviously all our drink range, and Monkey, it's got to do with the playfulness because it's playful. Our shop has the acai, it has the juice, it has everything else, and we were doing salads.
Yeah.
So that's when we done that. So, but then we thought, okay, so the name was out of the way. So we came up with the name. We loved the name, and then we obviously created their logo. The logo was another problem that we needed to make sure it's catchy, it's nice. We needed a name. We needed a name that never forgets. So obviously that face, the monkey face, was a big thing. By the way, that monkey face, it's actually me.
Is it you?
Yeah. So on an iPhone, you can do the faces. So you got the monkey. We did it. I did a little wink.
Yeah.
So then we send that to my graphic guys, and then the graphic guys
And they
came
did that.
around and done this. Yeah. So that's
actually
exactly
you.
Yeah, that's me,
you.
man.
Oh, crazy.
That's my face, literally my face with the thing on the Apple, on the iPhone.
Yeah,
thing.
the emoji.
So
thing.
that's the logo we got
my God.
over and done with. And then when it came to obviously running the shop again, we needed so this phrase of idiot proof was stuck in my head, and I wanted everything to be idiot proof. That's when we done that, man. So we did the whole shop basis on idiot proof. So drinks were idiot proof. Salad were idiot proof. We just buy a salad and they get sent to us. We just put it out there.
Yeah.
And then acai. So acai was a problem because we didn't want to blend anymore. So
Why'd you stick to acai and not something like frozen yogurt? Because you're only doing like 10, 15 bowls a day.
So acai. Why we did acai? Now acai. The problem with acai was introduced in early 2000.
Ages ago in Bondi.
That's right.
Yeah.
So acai came down to early 2000. Now what acai was the indigenous people used to eat it as a source of superfood, right? Now, how they used to eat it and how we eat it today is completely different. So it's a revolution through how that all happened. Now, I've learned this when my recent visit to Brazil, which we're probably going to talk about that later.
A bit epic.
But the how we started was, so the Brazilian people, the indigenous people that live in the Amazon, which is the different tribes and everything else. Now, they climbed the tree and they found this fruit. Now, they came down and obviously they've, the fruit is such a hard fruit. So that's an acai seed right there.
Oh, that's an acai seed.
That's an acai seed right there, yeah. So you can see it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Now, when you look at a berry and an acai seed, they look similar, but they're nothing like each other. Whereas a berry, you can push it, you can squash it. This, you can't squash it.
Yeah.
So the skin of it, so it has a skin that sort of, so that's how much of a size of a acai is,
So that's
right?
an acai here right
That's
now.
an acai right there.
Wow.
Okay, that's an acai seed, and that's an acai.
So the amount of fruit is like
That's
so
right.
little.
So it's so little, right? But what they do with that, so they boil the hot water, get the fruit, pump them in there, and get it out, and they start heating it down. So the skin and the seed will separate, and then that's how you used to do it. Now, they drink it, they eat it, and they get fish. So they throw fish on the barbie or whatever, they light up fire,
Yep.
and they smoke the fish,
Yep.
and then they eat it. Or crocodile, they smoke a crocodile and then they start eating. They dip it into their
Into
acai and eat
acai.
it.
Oh wow.
So that's how they eat their acai. And I went there and I firsthand seen that.
Did you try it?
And tried it with them, man. It's an experience, man. It's a freaking experience. I'll tell you that. So then, what happened was, so from that, because it was a superfood for them, they used to live off that the whole day. So we're talking about how we drink our coffee or how we have our Red Bull and whatnot. They used to have this as a source of energy, source of food. So whatever you think it is, that's what they used to eat. They used to live off that. Now the Gracie family, for the gym junkies out there don't know, for the mixed martial art, the Gracie families are invented. They came up with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now they are Brazilian family. So they've seen that. So they've seen the indigenous people eat this, and they go, "What the hell is this? This is such a cool fruit." So they've used that. They've grabbed the acai pulp, and they bought it, but then it was too bit. Look, the acai taste is such a strong taste.
Really?
That
Fresh acai.
yeah, you can't stomach it. Like a normal everyday people would not be able to stomach it. Like as I said, I drank it, I ate it because obviously I needed to try it. It's sort of like
How does it taste?
such a strong taste. It's bitter.
Yeah.
It's flavorous, yet it's such a strong. It's like drinking flour mixed with water.
Really?
It's such a strong bitterness taste to it.
Yeah.
Yet it's so. It's such
Is it
an
still
odd thing.
fruity? Does it still have that fruity taste? That when we get
It
the acai?
does, but it's sort of like a really, 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 really tough a taste to explain. And why I say that is just because it has a taste, but you don't know what it is. Like it's like your palates don't pick it. So what they do now, so there's a city in Brazil called Manaus, right? And Manaus is one of the cities in the Amazon. There's two cities in Amazon. There's Berlin and there's Manaus. Manaus is the one that obviously I visited. So in the city, so they get this acai from the tribe and they go to the city, right? And obviously, so then you go there and you can get the pulp by itself, or you can add sugar to it. Like how you'll add like how you'd go right now and you get like your what are they called? The tea.
Oh, the bubble teas?
The bubble tea.
Yep,
and you go,
yep.
like, I want 10%
Yep.
sugar or 20% or 50% or 100% sugar in it. Exactly like that.
Wow.
You'll ask for your percentage of sugar and they'll add sugar in it. Or they'll give you the sugar, literally like a coffee. They'll give you sugar, sachets, and put it on there and you mix it and eat it. Like that.
Wow.
So then the Gracie people obviously went to the Amazon. Obviously they've seen that. They've bought it back and they added what they call as a guarana. It's guarana.
Oh, guarana. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's what you find in your
V,
Red Bulls,
Red Bull,
your
Vs,
thing. So
yep.
it's high in caffeine.
Yep.
So they added that to it
Wow.
and made it sweet.
Wow.
And then it had caffeine in it. So then they added a banana with it and they started blending it and giving it to people, to the city people. They introduced it into Rio, they introduced it to Sao Paulo. And who was eating it? People that were training. So then when you train, you finish your jiu-jitsu, you'd go eat it as a source of energy.
Wow.
And it took off. That's the acai we have today.
Oh, wow.
That's an acai. That's how the acai got sort of invented to us.
And so that's what you get in the purple tubs?
So the purple tub, that's what we're coming down to. Now, after years of obviously eating it, obviously there's different formulas of how people run it, right?
Of course.
Now, some people still use the warana. That's how they say it in their things. I know it's stuck in my head. Yeah.
But
yeah,
guarana for us Western people.
Yeah. So because of the high in caffeine in it,
Yep.
A lot of people were complaining about it, right? Now, some acai brands still. So now, by the way, talking about acai brands, we have about like 14 different acai brands in Australia at the moment.
Okay.
They all have different, obviously, recipes and all that stuff.
And
Now,
Amazon Power is the biggest one, right? The
Amazon Power
they're the
is
purple
one of
buckets.
the biggest one, and
Yep.
the reason why is that because it's organic.
Okay.
Now everything's natural in
Gotcha.
it. Now it is one of the most expensive one out there, and the reason why is because everything's used in it is organic or natural. Now we come into that exactly what we're getting to right now, because it was high in caffeine. So a lot of people didn't want to go par it. Now what they started doing, either brown sugar like crystal sugar, or syrup. Is that syrup? Now, what Amazon Power did was, instead of using any of that, they went down the sugar cane, right? So they added sugar cane, which is natural,
Yep.
which is good for you, right? That's how it made it sweet.
Wow.
So that's why Amazon Power is the only acai out there that uses natural product within them, right? Now, you see most of the acais out there, either they don't show the buckets, they don't want people to know the ingredients in them because obviously it's high in caffeine, right? And if I have kids, I mean, I do have kids, but my kids are not old enough to eat an acai. But if I have kids, I don't want my kid, like at the moment, my son is 2.5 years old. I don't want him to have acai with caffeine in it. That's the last thing I want. If your wife is pregnant, you don't want to have caffeine. By law, you need to tell people that you have caffeine. So therefore, it's a very, very hard decision to go through caffeine. Anyway, so that's what we learned, right? So again, as time went through, people have decided, okay, we need a different formula, whatnot. And hence why it's obviously Amazon Power is obviously we picked with them. Now, how we came about using the machine was obviously there's other people that used machine before us, but the machine was, there's two different type of machines. There's a machine that every fast food use, and that's a soft serve machine. You'll see them everywhere. Now, the soft serve machine is a technology called air pump. What it does, it pumps air. Now, there used to be other people that were using machines. Now, for them, for the acai to work in that machine, they add till now watermelon juice to it. So what they does,
Watermelon juice, not apple juice.
Not for apple juice. It's watermelon juice. That's what they add to it. Now, what they did with it was, why they add the watermelon juice is because watermelon juice, it's got a softer taste, and it becomes airy. So the actual acai becomes airy. Now, if you go to McDonald's and you get yourself a soft serve or Hungry Jack's or anywhere else, you can see the actual soft serve is airy.
It's fluffy. That's right.
It's fluffy. It's cloudy. Why? Because the machine that they use is called the soft serve machine, and the soft serve machine automatically what it does, it tends to pump air in it. It stretches their product. Now you put 10-liter product in there, that 10-liter becomes 17 liters, becomes 18 liters. Depends on how much air you put into it, right?
Wow.
So then we said, acai itself is very dense, very heavy.
How does it look when it comes out of the bucket? Is it just like sloppy? It's not like water, right? It's a bit thicker.
It's not like water, no. But it's again, you got to realize it's a fruit. At the end of the day, it's a pulp.
Yeah, right.
It is a pulp. Again, Amazon Power uses 80% acai pulp.
Wow.
Which is one of the highest that we know. Other places they do, but it's an acai extract or it's a syrup. So we had a relationship with Amazon Power back in when we used to blend. So we sat down with them and I said, okay, how can we do this in an easier way? And they go, oh, you can use this machine, or there's people that done this machine. I said, well, so we looked at them and I said, I've seen people use this machine, but it's a soft serve machine. But we don't want to use soft serve machine because we've eaten them and it's like cloudy and it's just it's hollow and it's not. When you eat it,
it doesn't feel fulfilling. It's like soft.
Right.
So just melts straight away.
That's correct. So then we said, look, let's go see Justin. Justin is a guy that runs Brulin. Now, Justin, we sat down with Justin. We had a chat and we said, okay, what can we do? So then Justin came up and said, okay, we can, instead of having an air pump, we can do a gravity fed. Now, what a gravity fed does is that you put the product, and the name explains itself. It gravitates down, and it sucks it down, and it goes into the chamber. The chamber will ice it up, and then do it. There's no air, there's nothing into it, and I don't need to add watermelon juice, or I don't need to add water or anything else to it, because as soon as you do add anything to it, it freezes up.
So straight juice, straight bucket, straight in
the
bag.
whole bucket in there, done.
Oh,
and
wow.
we done it. It worked perfect.
Wow.
So then we're like, this is phenomenal. Let's run it. So I remember we got it delivered to our. It obviously went back and forth for so many years. We had different machine types that we tried. We tried Taylor. We tried Joelmatic. We tried. Look, shout out to all the guys out there like that helped us out with them. But yeah, like I think we've used most of them.
Yeah.
But essentially we ended up with Justin from Brulin. It was easy to talk to at the start. Now we worked it out. They delivered to us. We put it in the shop, and we're working. COVID was there. Shops was pumping. It was great.
You're probably one of the only businesses making money during COVID.
It was great.
That's not e-commerce.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was it. So it was great. The only problem was that I think it was a month of a COVID, and after that it just died. Like COVID, like the restriction got lifted.
Yep.
So what do people first thing do? They want to get out of this area. So this lockdown, when they got lifted, I remember it was interstate lifted as well. So that was the major one that got lifted. I felt it, man.
You actually lost a
I
lot of
felt
money
it,
during
man.
that time.
I felt it. I felt it really tough. We were making like say about, I don't know, 3-4K a day.
That was during COVID?
During COVID,
Yep.
and I then till like I started going home with like $70 in my pocket. $70 a day, and I just like literally, I still remember till now. I'd go in there and I'd pick up the coin. I pick up the, put them in there, and I put the coins in my thing, and I just bring them up like that. Go literally because I used to live on top of my house.
Yeah.
And on top of my shop, I used to go up, say, babe, this is what we made today. And then, yeah, whatever, we'll go again tomorrow. And that's what it was, man. I remember I had one young kid. He was 17 years old. Used to come with me work after school. He used to come. We used to open my shop till about 6 o'clock. Then, I mean, it's unheard of to have a shop, juice shop, and a soy shop to be open past 3 o'clock. It was unheard of. Like it was like, what the hell are you doing? Mm-hmm. So we were open, and I think I come to the shop. Obviously, shop's finished, and the kid's sitting there on his phone. I was like, I never sort of like till now. I mean, never been against phone at work. I don't want to make my work prep like an army.
Yeah.
I want you to enjoy. I want you to come to work and enjoy. I want you to be looking forward to come to work. So then I did that. So I come in. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you watching? He's like, oh, these two guys are battling. Like, what the fuck is a battle? And he said they just battle. They just go on they get on their
live TikTok live battle.
Yeah, the battle.
Yeah.
The fuck are they battle for? Like what is it? Like what's the
I
battle?
still don't get it to this day either, bro.
So they go. It's like a time, like 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they go against each other, and people gift them.
Yeah.
And I said to them, "Oh, gift them like roses and that." It's like, yeah, roses and stuff. I go, "Oh yeah, cool." Like I go, "Do you gift them?" He's like, "No." I go, "What do you gift them?" Gift them like, it's like, "No, you gotta give money." Like, what do you mean give money? You know what I mean? Like I thought it was like one of those. Like I'm not used to this, but I thought like Crush. You know, you play Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush.
And you get like coins and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought like you win some coins in there. He's like, no. You gotta deposit money. I get like real money. He's like, yeah. Like I get people do that. He goes, yeah. Look, someone just sent a lion. I go, what the fuck is a lion? He's like, sort of God. And he goes, lion's like $800.
You're like, what the fuck?
I go, wait. So you telling me someone out there went and deposited $800 into the account,
and they sent the lion.
bought the lion as a gift he sent to this guy.
Yeah.
I go, so where's that $800 go? And he goes, they get it.
Yeah.
I go, who's they? He goes, the guys are battling. So then I went, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I swear to God, literally that was it. And I went, this is insane.
Streaming is ridiculous, bro.
So then I said, there is that much disposable money out there that people are willing to deposit their own money into a server that have no idea about to give to that guy that they don't know anything about or who they are, just purely because they're entertaining, which is fair enough. Respect to everyone that does it. I got nothing against it at all. But what baffled me was people are doing that. Yet you walk past a beggar in front of you and you don't give him
nothing.
Why? It's because he's not giving you any service. Whereas a person that's screaming on the screen, double tap, send me gift, whatever, he's giving you a service because he's entertaining you. So I said, money's there. We just got to take it out of their pocket, put it in our own pocket. There's a line in Wolf of Wall Street, and it says, I'll never forget it. It's when Leonardo DiCaprio sits on the table with the guy, and before that, yeah. So before that, he says, people have money, you know, but they don't know what to do with it. So it's rather be in your pocket than my pocket.
That's right.
And you know what? And that's exactly the like moment that came in my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So I thought, okay, I'm not a TikTok person because TikTok was frowned upon back in the days. If you were on TikTok, your mate will call you like, "Well, what's wrong? You feeling alright? Like, what are you doing on a TikTok? What are you, a girl now or something? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?" I said this in some other videos, but like TikTok was that frowned upon. That was memes there. I don't know if you've seen any of these memes, but it says if your boyfriend does TikTok, then you don't have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend or something. So that was one of the things that obviously plays on your back of your head, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, where I'm from, obviously I grew up in Maryland, and obviously, the people that we're with and everything else, it was sort of like, what the fuck are you doing? To be on that app. But anyways, look, I think I went against all odds, starting my business, and yeah, I literally jumped on the app.
Straight away.
Yeah, I didn't do live. I didn't do nothing. And I said, if there are enough people, because there were people watching this stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause I went scrolling for the week after seeing that. I jumped on the TikTok and I just kept on looking. There was people watching. There was like 400 people, 300 people, 200 people, 1,000 people. They were just watching. So there's different streamers, different people battling. There's average about 1,000 or 2,000 people on this app live every single day. And no one, when I tell you no one was advertising their business. Not a single TikToker was advertising their business. So then I used to watch TED Talk.
Yeah.
And obviously I was very fascinated by what Steve Jobs used to do. And until now, I'm fascinated how Steve Jobs created something out of the whole thing. Now, mind you, I'm not a creator. I'm not a creator. I've never been on social media in the sense of obviously business. Don't have a marketing background. I don't have a hospitality background. I don't have any experience whatsoever in anything to do with hospitality, marketing, or advertising. Nothing. Zero. What I had was a willing to learn. And I wanted to do a try and error as much as I want. And you know when you're when you spend all your money and you're all in, when you're playing poker and you just go all in, you're better happen. Like you have to have that proper face on for you to go, I'm doing this and I'm going all the way to the end. Even though I know I'm going to lose, I'm just going all the way in. And I think that's exactly what I did because that was whatever I put in. That shop costed me a lot of money. So I was all in. And for me to walk home with $70 or $80 in my pocket with coins and that, I think that felt. And I think that was the lowest point of my life. And I'll go, I need to revive this business. So I jumped on TikTok.
Wow.
An app that was just people dancing, people lip singing, and it was people battling.
Yeah. So
I jumped on it.
Wow.
So I did a video at first of just like us doing things. It got like, I don't know, 300-400 viewers. And then I did another video of, I don't know, I think it was my wife's sister's kid eating our acai. And I posted up. It got like, I don't know, 500 viewers or something. And then again, I was like, oh, whatever. This app it's not doing good, whatever. And then it's one day, literally, it was one day. So I placed that phone in front of me, and I had a light, turned the light on, placed the phone in front of me, and I said, hey guys, come and make an acai with me. That was it.
I think I remember that video.
And that was it. I just literally did the acai, poured granola in there, I cut bananas, cut strawberries, and done the swirl. I'm like, is our acai boy here, Thirsty Monkey, or something like that. Posted it. I had like 1,000 something. I was like, what the fuck?
1,000 views.
There's 1,000 people that have watched my stuff. So then, here's how you got to look at it, right? There's 3 people in here.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 people, yeah?
Yeah.
So there's 3 people looking at this cup,
Yeah.
right? Now 3 people. Now 1,000 people
Looking at this.
at the cup. It's a lot, man,
It is.
right? So then I go, people that used to walk past my shop from the area whatever that was. But now I've got 1,000 people looking at this product. Now I've got a great product. I knew I had good product because I tried and errored it for a year and a half before this. I knew it can work, that the product is great. I just needed people to see it. So I said, it costed me nothing. I'm here sitting down, regardless, my shop is open regardless. What's stopping me from telling people about my product? So then I said, fuck, I got 1,000 viewers. That's 1,000 people looking at it. That's fucking crazy. So I said, you know what? Just do another video. Literally 2 days later, I've done another video. This time I scooped out of peanut butter and I scooped like the ice cream scoop and I just put on it and I put honey on top of it. That got, I think, like 3,000 viewers. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I said this in some other video as well. Some lady replied back and said, why don't you melt the peanut butter? And I said, okay. So I messaged a couple of people. I go, they had pastry thing. I go, how do you melt the peanut butter? Do you melt peanut butter? Does any one of you guys melt peanut butter? He goes, yeah, bro. Just pick up a couple of scoop of it, put it in the microwave, mix it, put it back in there, mix it, bring it out. I'm like, oh, yeah. He goes, do it until like it's like a water. I'm like, is that it? He's like, yeah, like there's nothing else you can do to it. Like I'm like, yeah. So I didn't do that. I just picked up the whole tub and put it in the microwave.
Did it
put
explode?
it for 30 seconds. No, I put it 30 seconds, poured it out there, mixed it, put it back in there, 30 seconds. I think I put it like 3 times 30 seconds, and then I pulled it out and it was like this, like water.
Like water.
Literally did that. So I said, here you go, guys. So I'll reply back to that comment. So I done it. I'll reply back to that comment saying, why don't you melt? I'm like, yeah, okay, no worries, done. So then I'll reply back to that comment with melted. Posted it at 10 p.m. at night. I went to sleep. I got up the next day. He was sitting on 500,000 viewers.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. So then I sat there and I go, 500,000. I did the numbers, yeah. Thank God I don't smoke weed or anything like that. But I did the numbers and I went, that's the stadium.
Yeah. Bigger, bro. Way bigger than
That's the stadium.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, that's like me having a concert in a stadium. So I'm technically Lady Gaga or Drake. You know what I mean? So then, so I go, there's 500,000 people have looked at this. I said, bro, this is out of this world. So then, I think that what just that it excited me, knowing that there are 500,000 people have looked at this video, whether they know me or they don't know me.
Yeah.
Now they've looked at this video. Now they know this product. Now, mind you, nobody used to post on TikTok about the business.
Correct.
People used to do it on Instagram.
Correct.
They used to do product shots. No one, when I say no one went on social media and talked about their business. There was no face behind no one. Not a face onto the business. You got to realize this, man. This is a market that no one has ever thought. But forget about the fact that acai was never in a acai machine or melted topping. You forget all that. We're talking about a place where no one has gone in. Mind you, I'm not a marketing person. I didn't have a marketing degree. I don't have a advertising degree. I don't even have a business degree. I don't even have a business plan for freaking like nothing at all. There was no chat GPT then either to ask him to cry, I think. So I just winged it. All I knew was I knew how to do numbers. I sat down, you work out how many grams, what you're putting, how much you're putting, what's this costing you, how much it's costing you, where am I sourcing it, petrol, tags, electricity, wages, life, what's costing you, what's waste is costing you, you add them up together, then you add this much
Margin.
in order to make it happening, and that's what I knew. That's where the process came, that's how I ended up, and that's what we did.
And that's it.
So then 500,000 viewers on the video on TikTok. Now I said, man, this is insane. I genuinely thought this is insane. There's 500,000 people. There's a stadium out there that's watching me now. It's insane. So we had people coming in. Hey, man, can we get this? Can we get this? I'm like, man, this is fucking working. Okay, man, this is unreal.
Yeah.
So then that's just gone back to my thing when I said I used to watch TED Talk and Steve Jobs. What did Steve Jobs did? Steve Jobs wasn't the first person to come up with touchscreen. BlackBerry was. BlackBerry phone was the first ever phone to come with a touch. I wasn't the first one to come bring up Acai into the country.
That's right.
There was other people,
That's right.
right? There's other people did soft serve, but no one did it like the way I did it. Now, you got to realize that I've used the social media, which I put a face behind the brand. People could trust me, just like you could trust an iPhone. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question, and this is what fascinates me about Steve Jobs and the whole Apple, right? Your Apple, how much you pay for it now? 2.5K, basic. If Apple come tomorrow and say an Apple phone is going to be 5,000, would you buy it?
You're going to buy it.
If it was 10,000, would you buy it?
You probably still would.
If it was 20K, would you still buy it?
Probably would.
You know why?
The brand's there.
Brand there. You didn't build a name with the brand. You've entrusted it because Steve Jobs came and told you to do it. Why? Because Steve Jobs was one of the first person to actually get on the stage and actually explain the product to the viewers. People realize what the product was because they put a face to the product. No one even gives a shit about BlackBerry.
Yeah, BlackBerry's dead.
No one gives a shit. No one even knows BlackBerry came up with a touchscreen.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who started it. If you don't know how to revolutionize something and actually put your name into it, no one would ever remember you, regardless of what you do. So many people are doing what Steve Jobs is doing. Samsung's doing it. Where's Samsung now? They say, 50-50. It's not 50-50. You cannot compete with iPhone. Why? Because if Samsung was a price that it was tomorrow, no one would buy it. Go put another $1,000 on it. No one will buy it.
That's true.
No one will buy it.
That's true.
You buy Apple because this is an entrusted brand.
Yep.
Now, TED Talk, I used to love TED Talk because people used to come up there and used to talk about their life. And that's exactly what happened with me. Now, when I say no one was advertising their business on social, I don't mean about people like, I don't know, those people that cut up a thing and make a burger and here's make a burger. They were content creators.
Yep.
But we're talking about people that actually advertise their business. There was none. And that's when I came in place. So when I started doing it. Now, when I started putting these videos out, obviously I got a lot of hate. Mainly because of the streets. Obviously, the friends that I was in, and they used to call me, man, what are you doing? And people were talking shit about me and say, look at this guy, bro, what are you selling? And then people get calling me, it's like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? What the fuck is this Acai you selling, bro? Like, bro, get over it, man. Go start something better, man. Like, go open up a restaurant. Go open up something. Because to them, it's like, bro, what the fuck is a juice bar? Like, you know, people like go open up a restaurant.
Why
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, bro, what are you doing? And mind you, like, obviously, people started pulling away from me. We're talking about, these are my friends. These are like, obviously, we grew up on the streets, right? These are the people that we was hanging out with. And they pulled away with me because they were embarrassed. Because, bro, I'm on TikTok. You got to realize this. Bro, it was so frowned upon that these are your friends pulled away from you. Now they're sitting around in like hanging out by themselves and they say, oh, have you seen like what Jacob's doing? Like, but what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
I've been through the same.
So they're talking about, right? Now, and you know that you're getting talked about. But I had a vision, man. And I said, man, you know what? Eventually I want everyone to be walking on with an acai bowl. That was it. It wasn't like a thing, but I just wanted it because I knew there's something going on. It wasn't because of, you know, I get asked all the time, oh, did you ever thought it's going to get this big or whatever it did? Man, when I went to the social media and expressed my feeling on what I used to sell, you got to realize this all against the protocol of a business. I mean, you've been in it. You've got a successful business, as you know, and what they tell you not to do is how much you do in sale.
Yeah, correct. People will always shy away. Don't tell people
Don't
how
tell
much you're
people
making.
because
Don't
of
tell
the
people.
eye, or like Chinese will probably be,
Yeah.
or Asian community will be the same thing. In Arab community, or people will give you a black evil
The
eye,
evil
or
eye,
don't
yeah.
do it, or. But what I did it was as an excitement. I was raw with my with people. There was 500,000 viewers that I got on a video. And now people don't get this. You know, people come up tomorrow and they open up a food truck. Good on you. I'm so glad that you're doing it. But then they start doing, oh, we sold this. People know you're bullshitting.
Yeah.
I didn't come and say, I didn't sell 100 buckets overnight. But I sold 2 buckets a week. Right? You got to realize this, yeah? I sold 2 buckets a week. I used to get excited when I sold the 5th one on the week.
Yeah.
Do you see my point? I was excited. I took to social media telling people how excited I am because it was so humbling to know people would come from Kellyville, which had nothing to do with Wentworth Point. Wentworth Point had you need to be there for a reason.
Yeah, that's right.
So then I started looking at my business. It's becoming a destination. It's no longer a foot traffic business. So we started becoming, we started playing with it. We added peanut butter. We melted Nutella the next time and put it on it. No one has ever done Nutella. Peanut butter, people did peanut butter here and there. No one has ever done Nutella on an acai bar. We did Nutella. Boom. Another 500,000. 700 few viewers, 800 viewers, almost 1 million viewers. We're just getting, it was constant. We were getting, all our videos were over 100 viewers. And it was like, man, this is crazy. 100K viewers on a video.
Yeah.
It was insane. Whatever we were doing, it was just thing. And then we've gone from 2 buckets a week to 5 buckets a week to 10 buckets a week till we were ordering 30 buckets a week. And it was the excitement. People came through the journey with us. People understood the story. People felt the story. People wanted to be part of this story. So then now we're no longer selling you a acai anymore. I'm selling you a feeling. It was a culture behind Thirsty Monkey. Thirsty Monkey till today, after 9 shops and 3 years on and 100 other acai shops that ever opened up, Thirsty Monkey is still going strong. Why? It's because, bro, I don't just sell acai. Acai is not a product. I sell feelings. Also the culture behind it. And I think that's the main part behind it. I think people felt the story. People understood the story. I jumped on social media when no one else done it. The revolutionizing of the brand wasn't because of the acai. It was because of the whole lot around the whole acai. And I think now you jump on TikTok right now, you have a pest control guy is on
That's right.
on talking about their business. You got a plumber. When have you ever seen a tradie talk about the business on social media?
That's right.
No one has ever done that. Everyone thought just put an ad on Google and then that's it. Like you just add it up and then like, you know what, people will phone call you. Gone the days, man.
Yeah.
People see what we did. And I think that was a turning point for a lot of businesses that they're doing tricks now. They're doing things. And I think my only happy time, I think, this is the only time that I was smiling, is that when a parent, well, few parents, but like one of these parents came to me and said, oh, they teach my kid, my year 9 and year 10 kid at their school about your business.
Oh, that's sick.
And I went, no, they don't. She's like, yeah, they do. And
That's
she
awesome.
named the school, so I don't want to name them just in case
Yeah,
the school
yeah.
doesn't want to know or whatever. But not just one. There's about 3 different schools that teach my story
Yeah.
and how we do things to their business class people.
Yeah.
Which that just shows me like what we did. I have nothing. You got to realize I have no background in anything. And I could do it, you know. And there was a lot of people against it, and everyone was things. And now we're sitting on in winter. We're talking in winter between 9 shops. We're doing about 12 pallets of acai.
12 pallets.
12 pallets
per
of
week.
acai per week, man.
Holy shit! How much is on a pallet? Or like
100.
100 buckets per pallet.
100 buckets, yeah, man.
Fuck, you're doing 1,200 buckets.
Yeah,
now.
man, yeah. And it's
Wow.
you know what, man? It's phenomenal. The journey has been absolutely a roller coaster, man.
Wow.
You know, we've gone, as I said, I've gone from $70 in my shirt to you know, alhamdulillah for everything. Like obviously we say alhamdulillah, we say thank God, you know, for everything that we've gone through. It's a journey that we're in, you know. It's been an unbelievable journey on what we've came across, you know. Obviously, when we talk about solid businesses are different thing. You guys in e-commerce, right? So e-commerce is completely different to what we do.
Absolutely.
Right? So I can never get my head around e-commerce, which is phenomenal what you guys do. It's absolutely insane. But it goes in hand in hand.
Of course.
Right? It's the vision. You got to have a vision at the end. And I think that's the vision that we had. We had the sort of at the end of the tunnel vision. And I think that's where a lot of people lack. They need an overnight change.
I think a lot of the young kids nowadays, when they start a business, if they don't make 10 grand overnight, can't do it. And they give up. They give up.
Can't do it. So going to the gym and eating salad for 2 days and then pushing 2 dumbbells and then, you know, like, why am I not growing, you know? I'm even injecting steroids and I'm not growing.
That's
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's like, dude, like just because you're injecting and eating salad doesn't mean you're going to grow tomorrow.
Exactly.
And I think that's what the mentality is. And a lot of people are scared. And yeah, I think essentially that's what it was. I think for us, we went places that no one ever wanted to go. We did things that were looked down upon. We did stuff that was taboo and it was like frowned upon into a business. Like talking about how much you made. You know, like talking about what you do. Man, even like for example, how I do things. A lot of people keep it as a secret of trade.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to show what I'm doing. I was displaying my freaking pallet of my buckets. I'll tell you where I'm buying them. My machine's there. I'm like, if you ever came to one of my phones, you'll see them.
Yeah, it's
like
literally
it's
right in
right
front of
there.
you.
Like you can see what I'm doing. So a lot of people, you know, I think, bro, I remember 6 months after I've opened up my shop, someone else opened up.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, yeah. It's insane. But then I went past that shop because I used to have this pizza shop next to us. So I used to go eat that pizza. And he's like, hey, man, by the way, we opened up and we're doing what you're doing. Come check it out, see if it's cool. I go in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you need to change the machine. It's not a good machine. Change the machine. And, hey, they can testify to that because I've done that.
Yeah.
And I told them to change it, even though that's exactly what I'm doing. I did it. Now, a lot of people, I spoke about this somewhere else, and they said to me, does it not bother you that so many people have opened up like yours?
that's one of the first questions I asked you when I met you. Remember that? At Easter show. I was like,
right, yeah.
bro, you have your acai store now and then there are so many copycats. Doesn't that piss you off? And you were like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't
That's
mind
exactly
the competition.
correct, man. And that the situation is now the deeper meaning of that is I essentially wanted people to open up because my account gets 100 plus viewers, right? Of 500,000 viewers. Now, if there are about 10 or 20 different accounts talking about this brand, this acai fruit, and each of them will get, say, about 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 viewers, you got to remember this. We're talking about the fruit here, the acai fruit. If you're sitting down, there's about 30 different brands talking about it, 30 different accounts keep coming up into your face talking about it. You're going to be very curious to know, what the fuck is this fruit?
Yeah, what's acai?
What's going on? And essentially that's what would happen. I don't know between you guys. I mean, essentially when everything's in your face, you go, brother, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well,
you either jump on search and Google it and say, what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Or go to one of these shops.
And you try it.
Regardless of what shop it is, you go and try it. You either like it, you go, fuck this, it's mad. Or you go, but I'm never eating this again.
Correct. I eat like 2 acais a week right now.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend, we just eat all the time, every time. And the whole office, bro, we always get acai.
And why? It's because it's sort of like it becomes a second nature.
Correct.
It's right in your face.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's Thirsty Monkey, whether it's someone else, good. The point is that I could only reach limited time of people. Now, if I wanted to keep it to myself, I'm not going to reach I don't know if you remember, frozen yogurt came out and then it died.
I used to manage a frozen yogurt store when I was
did
younger.
you?
Yep.
Yeah, so Wow Cow was the first one.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Wow Cow people out there. And then all the other ones opened up.
Yeah.
And
So
they died.
I used to work for Noggy. So that was from the Asian side of things.
Yeah,
There was Noggy
yeah,
and
yeah.
Muchi, for those that remember. Blast from the past. So they were two. I think they were two best friends as
Two
well.
best friends, that's
And
right.
they
Yeah,
split.
yeah. They split
They
up.
had
Yeah,
Muchi,
yeah,
they had
yeah.
Noggy, and I used
Yeah.
to manage Hurstville Noggy.
Oh, did
And
you?
I did,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did that for about almost 2 years, I think. And then,
Crazy.
So I know the whole Froyo game. I know the machines.
Yeah,
like when I
yeah,
first
yeah,
saw
yeah.
your machines come out,
Yeah, yeah.
I know the machines. I know the blending, mixing, different, all of that.
It's crazy,
So
yeah.
I
Whereas
understood that.
Froyo, whereas like Froyo, obviously yogurt, you add water and you add the
Correct,
milk
correct.
Whereas this one is not. It's not a
It's just
powder.
straight
It's
in.
straight in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
But what is frozen yogurt? A lot of people have compared. Oh, sorry, it's gonna die. Yeah, it's just a trend. It's a
That's what
trend.
they've been saying.
3 years on, 4 years on, it's still going.
Yeah, still pumping.
Why? It's because it's not a trend.
Yeah.
It's a way of life. It's a
Yeah.
culture.
Wow.
Froyo came up and died. Why? Because it was upbringing. And a lot of people could not fathom behind it and did not know how to run the whole business.
Correct.
Right? So you could only reach a certain amount of people and it died.
I mean, look at what Yochi has done now.
Yeah.
They've got
Now-
like a whole culture behind it now.
So now again, obviously we don't like to talk about them. But again, Froyo's coming back up.
Yep.
Why? It's
pop it
because
back up.
someone has again pumped it up and done great on social media,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So now they're not. So what Froyo was is dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're coming up and say, okay, we do have dairy, we have vegan, we have non-dairy, so it's sort of, and we have gluten-free.
Mm-hmm.
Great, right? Now, they on social media, obviously they've used that, and that's great. Now, if no one else opened up, because again, Froyo, a lot of people are opening up Froyo as well, and you know, a lot of people are competing, but the main guy is already there.
Yep.
But what you need to understand is that if there were only one person doing Froyo, the frozen yogurts and all that stuff, it's not going to succeed. If it was only me doing acai, it will never succeed because you need other people to talk about it.
You need competitors as well to grow.
The
and
more
innovate.
people you talk about it, the better it is. Because here's the situation, right? They've done a study about the frozen drinks. Not frozen drinks, sorry, the soft drinks. So they had Pepsi and they had Coca-Cola. They had the vending machine next to each other. I've seen this in one of the interviews of one of the guys, and it actually makes sense. So they've put the two vending machine next to each other. Now, to some it says, "Oh, look at this! Look, what the hell are you doing?" You know what I mean? But when they done the studies, they actually increased both of the sales by I think 70% or 80%. Now the reason to that is that if you only have one vending machine in a shopping center, your question is, do I want to drink or not?
I really want it. Yeah.
Right? Now you have two different brand drinks next to each other, right? So your question is no longer do I want to drink or not. It's what drink do I want? Do I want Pepsi or do I want Coca-Cola? Now you're gonna get a drink regardless, but which one you want is the question, right? Now you'll have Pepsi, you'll have Coke, but then you'll come back to your taste bud and which one you enjoy more, right? It's exactly the same thing with us, with acai, with coffee, with everything else, right?
Yeah.
When you think about coffee or when you think about an acai, you're like, yes, I love acai. But then you think, oh, do I want this acai or do I want that acai? And a lot of people, because obviously they go and try 1, 2, 3
Yep.
other places and they go, oh, yeah, they're good, but man, I've just,
This
you know,
brand's better,
I drive
that's better.
that extra 5 minutes to get a thirsty monkey because I know they're always making
Correct.
good for me.
Correct.
And that was a difference for us. And I think now, obviously, we built the brand, we built the culture behind it. Now we sort of going down the path of obviously just being repetitive, being consistent, you know, listening to people, and just keeping it alive, man. That's the situation
And
behind
you're scaling so heavy right now, which is great.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of what you've done because, you know, every time I'm in Melbourne, I introduce my friends to Acai and then they go to Thirsty Monkey.
There you go.
Literally,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
happens. So then we go to Thirsty Monkey and then we eat there. And then back here in Sydney, same thing.
Yeah.
We try all different brands as well.
Yeah.
So we know the differences. So now we know
Absolutely.
in the Lickham area which branches are shit, which shops are shit, which brands are shit, you know, and it's good. Like you said, there's more competition, there's more trust.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But then there's always like, you were there as well, right? When Spanion's truck got burnt down. And that was in Melbourne for the launch.
Right,
like,
that's right.
It just gets crazy, man. Like, there's this whole Acai wars, food truck wars now, not even Acai anymore. It's just ridiculous. People, burning down other businesses and stuff.
Look, the situation is that obviously there is a lot of, you got to realize there's a lot of businesses that's opening now. You got to realize there's a lot of bad behind so many
Businesses.
things that, I mean, not, how to explain it? No one comes from a good background, right? So past is a past. Now, I'm not saying that it has to do with anything, right?
Yep.
Now, some places obviously comes out of jealousy, man.
Of course.
It's straight as that. You know what I mean? Again, the boys done a cracker, opening, and obviously it's in no way, shape or form it's okay for a business to be burnt down.
100%.
Now, obviously, a lot of people saying there's a wars. They're labeling as certain things. You got to realize there's a lot of these businesses. As sad as that sounds, there's a cause for most of things, right? Now, again, we're saying some of them are pure jealousy.
Of course.
Pure jealousy. I mean, we've been robbed. I've been robbed. My warehouse been targeted. I mean, people will watch and say, "Oh, what the fuck do you buy steal from an Acai shop?"
Yeah.
Literally, my every time question when someone robs me, what the fuck are you stealing?
You want some buckets?
You want some buckets? Come
You
on,
want
give you
peanut
buckets.
butter?
Like, what do you want?
Bro, what about the one I saw in your story? They stole your fucking food truck.
They did, man.
Yeah.
They were trying to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know if they were trying to. They were misplacing it.
Yeah. Ended up with it. Ended up in Brisbane or something. Queensland.
It was intent. It was on the way to Cairns, so we got trackers on it, so we went and got it anyway. So we got it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. Like when they broke into my warehouse, like what were you looking for?
Yeah.
Like I don't have cash.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, people think, oh, Jacob's got so much cash now. But there's no
We're
cash.
all cashless, bro. Everyone's
There's
cashless.
no cash. Like I would love to see the day where I have cash. I have no cash.
Yeah. And,
Like,
bro, it's everything
and the
is-
cash that comes in, that obviously people that spend. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, when we first started in 2018, yes, there was like I think 40% cash and 60 card.
Yeah.
Now I'll be happy to get 5% cash.
Yeah.
And the 5% cash that you get, you gotta fucking declare it.
Yeah. It's negligible. And you just give it
You
to the
gotta
bank
declare
anyway.
it anyway. You gotta go back and put it in the bank because you need coins, you need all that stuff. So I don't know what the fuck people's fucking robbing. If you want me to transfer it into your account, just fucking come and tell me and I'll transfer it into your account.
Hey, bro, please, I need 500 bucks. Yeah.
But look, there's no cash anymore. It's a cashless society for a reason.
Yeah.
It's genuinely cashless society. Now, they broke into my warehouse. We had like machines and that. Obviously, they robbed my machines there. The machines are very expensive, about 30 or
30 grand
25K.
each. Yeah, I remember.
And they done like a bit of a damage to the warehouse. They ripped off some fucking granola and that, and it's like a lot of mess. You're left with more mess than anything else, and had to change some doors and that, and that's one of the thing. And then they've obviously my shops they get breaking into most of the time, and it happens. Now, do I cry about it on social media? No, just part of the business.
It is.
Because that's included in your profits. In your profit margin, that's part of your profit margin. I get robbed maybe at my shops. They robbed my iPads.
It's like self-insurance to some
Literally.
extent. Yeah.
Now, I have found my iPads. I have 2 iPads, two tablets for my deliveries, guys, and
machines,
that. And so obviously, there's not much, like it's there. It's like between all that, it's like $3,000, $4,000.
That's right.
And one of my shops, I don't want to name it because it's just, it's sad. But like literally every month I get robbed in there, man.
No way.
And I have to buy a new set of. Because of that, I'll buy like 3 or 4 different. Like I've got them out in the warehouse now, just ready to go. Because I know I'm gonna get robbed, and it's that much. Now, I don't cry about it.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's very sad what happens. Yeah,
Of course.
Now, some businesses, again, it's really really sad. Like again, the Spanian boys, that works really hard for it, and
It's not even Spaniard's truck. It's a franchisee. You
that's
know what
right,
I mean?
man.
Like,
That's
it's
right.
just sad.
So that's
bro.
right. It is really sad, and these people have worked hard, and these trucks are not cheap.
And it's probably like their life savings too.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. So it is really, really, really sad and upsetting to see that this is happening, right? And then you got other people that do it for social media fame.
Yeah, it's fucked.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they're doing an insurance job. I don't know if they're doing it for because it becomes in a trend now.
Yeah, that's right.
Every second day, someone
Acai
else's
shop's
shop
on fire.
right?
Food trucks
so then
on fire.
you look into yourself, is like, okay, is there really that many people that are really don't like you?
Yeah,
Or are you really that involved with certain things, or do you just do it yourself?
yeah.
Like, it raises a question: is that okay? If where's the footage of your thing? Like, there's so many things.
Yeah,
There's
where's the
a lot of-
CCTV, you know?
Yeah, there's certain things that you go to yourself, you're like, dude, you just lay off it, man. Like, lay off it. You know, there's certain people actually happening, and that's your day life. But there's no wars. Like, there's no wars. There's no kebab wars. There's no this. It's either you're jealous,
Yeah.
because someone's doing really well next to you, and we're seeing that with the boys. I mean, it's like they're great. Like, you know, when we opened up, all three of us. I mean, I don't want to be biased, but yeah, Sydney does it good. You know, like all three Sydney brands next to each other, and the shops. You know, it was great. And yeah, it was a great start. And for that to happen, it was pretty sad and devastating. Like, really sad. I mean, it's sad. But then the boys jumped back up from it and back on, and you know, they took it on the chin, and off you go again. But then some people's not going to be able to come back from it.
That's true. That could be it. Done.
You know what I mean? And that's that, because it's not cheap.
No, of course.
These trucks are expensive, man. So when you do that, you just got to ask yourself this question: is that okay? You might have some sort of a personal vendetta with someone, or you might out of jealousy, or you're doing it for your insurance, I don't know, policy and that. But then you got to think yourself, what am I doing with my life that I need to go and burn someone's truck, or to put petrol in someone's truck? Like, what level of life do you have to be in for you to go and set someone's livelihood on fire? And that's probably the saddest part about it, right? It's really sad that we got to the point where we survived COVID.
World War III going on right now.
Almost thing. And then and like, you have people like, you know, we have all this crazy stuff happening in this world and everything else, and then you still have to worry about, man, some of these people are actually living a bad life behind. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Criminals, they're living a bad life behind, and they want to start a fresh life where they can provide for their kids and they don't have to look behind their back or whatever. And then you come to burn their shop, their livelihood. It's someone's bread that you're taking out of their mouth, regardless
100%.
of what it is, man. Like, regardless. Man, there's funny story. Like, there's so many times we get offered shops. Man, my emails are crazy on how many people offer me shops and location or where they want. And there's so many shops we don't take. And we think it's a perfect shop, and we know we can make it happen, but we don't take it. It's because someone's nearby having a acai shop there, and we don't take it. It's because we know as soon as we go in there. Now, I don't want to say, we want to call it arrogancy, but I believe in my brand, and I know what my brand brings. And we don't take it. It's because we know if we go there, that person will feel it.
Yeah.
So we don't do that. Now, some people might think, oh, Jacob's like shit. But, man, that's genuinely what it is. I genuinely do not go certain areas. And we've been asked, and we know we've been asked for these areas.
Yeah.
So, everywhere.
Yeah.
Any videos we post, anything we do, a lot of these places we got asked to go. We don't go because of that reason. It's someone's bread.
Yeah. I
Why
respect
else
that.
going that?
Yeah.
It's not going to work. And I think, and I've always believed that there's enough bread in this world, everyone will eat from it. And I think essentially that's what it is to me.
I agree.
You know, genuinely. But yeah, so if you are watching this and you do this stuff, just ask yourself this question: is that someone's trying to fresh start while you burning it? Even if the order's not from you, even if you're getting told to go do it for like $1,000 or $2,000, just ask yourself: is the $1,000 or $2,000 worth it for you to go and pour petrol because someone doesn't like someone, and then you're going to do it? Just ask yourself that question, you know. just genuinely thinking it's really, really sad. You're doing it for $2,000-3,000, but then you're ruining someone's livelihood, someone's bread. And I think that's the sad part about this, you know. Or you walk into a shop and you're robbing someone their iPads, you know, to go sell it at $50-60 just so you can go buy yourself a point of whatever drugs that you're taking or gram of whatever you're taking. Just remember, I don't know if they have phones or whatever, these people, if they're ever going to watch this, but hopefully they do watch this. Just ask yourself, is it really worth it? You know? Because it's really, really sad, man.
It is.
You know? But other than that, man, yeah, it's a great world we live in. Things are great. I mean, Australia's been a fantastic world. I mean, fantastic place for us.
Were you born here?
No, Iraq.
Oh, you're from Iraq.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you
I was
come?
in Iraq. Moved to Iran for a couple of years.
Yep.
Then we'll move to Dubai.
Yeah, wow.
And then my dad flew over here and we stayed in here. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How old were you when you came over?
I think 10-ish. I think something
10-ish.
10 or something, 7,
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
I think. Yeah, it was
When you were
young,
quite young.
But yeah, quite young. Yeah.
What was your history like before all the business? Right? Were you always in business? Because were you a fighter or something before?
So I was a Muay Thai fighter, man.
Yeah.
I did 5 years of full-time fighting.
Oh wow.
We did.
How old were you when you were fighting?
So so my father passed away in 2010.
Wow. Sorry to hear, bro.
That's right, man. So when that all happened, again, my dad used to be a businessman.
Yeah.
So obviously a bit of it came from him. But so I was a fighter. At the same time, I used to work on building. You know, I was a concrete reinforcement servicing. So we used to do all the rios and all the steel within the concrete.
Yep.
I used to work for someone, which essentially I branched out to myself. I started subcontracted, which essentially I started working for myself. But it was very easy. Like working on building is very, very easy. You know, 3 o'clock you pack up, you go home. The only thing you have to worry about is tomorrow how many workers you're going to take with you. And that's it. Your only stress is if someone doesn't rock up to work the next day, and that's pretty much a shit thing. Then you have to finish something certain times, and then you just have to sort of stay back, maybe finish it because I have to pour concrete the next day.
Yeah.
And then it was good for most of the times. It was really great, probably one of the best thing ever. And hence why my partner at the moment, obviously we were together then. And
He's been with you since then as well?
yeah, we've been for 6 years together. 5 years? 6 years, something like that. Fuck,
Yeah.
she's going to kill me now. First sorry, darling. I'll buy you a bag, don't worry. But yeah, I think when I said to her I'm gonna open up a shop, she probably was one of the first people going like, what the fuck you want to do a shop for?
Yeah.
Like you've got a great business.
Yeah.
Like you're making great money out of this. What the fuck you doing a business? Like what the fuck are you selling a sign for?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? That's literally her. And she's probably going to deny it because she's going to say, I was supportive from day one. No, you weren't. But yeah, look, it is a downside to it.
Of course.
Look, you go from making a really good money from building. Like that was probably really great money. Like it was good, man. and like I left that.
Yeah.
Genuinely left that and to do this. It was crazy, you know. It was literally crazy. I'm telling you, like my life, like I mean, the way we did it was very, very crazy, and I think that's the turning point where I think a lot of people go, "Fuck, do I really want to do it?" And I was happy. Like I used to wake up in the morning, go to like 6 a.m., go to work, whatever. Come home at 3. I had a life, I had everything, and I was making good money.
Yeah.
For me to leave that, to go into something that was unknown, it was freaking insane.
Yeah.
Till now, I'm thinking about it.
Why did you start the first sort of hole in the wall cafe then? Because you were already doing construction at that time.
Yeah. So when I was doing that construction at that time, I started it, and it was just sort of like we did it as a part time. I wanted to have it in there,
Just something on the side.
yeah, and then have it. But then I sort of enjoyed it more and more, and I sort of like stopped working in my thing, and doing it because I think this is what I said to myself. Again, we'll go back to that TED talk, right? There's a lot of conversation and a lot of TED talks that I was watching. Was saying you need to change to see, because a lot of people are comfortable in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to test yourself. You're not going to be put in this earth just to be comfortable. And I think that's just sort of what drives me into this world, not to be comfortable. That's why, I don't know, if you ask my partner and, you know, my wife and everyone around me at work, and, you know, I like to add stress to my life. And as funny as that sounds, bro, I think because of stress and anxiety, it's why I do well.
Yeah.
It's because I like to put myself deeper, and then I'm just coming out and saying, fuck, man, I did that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of, I strive on that.
No pressure, no diamonds.
Yeah, you know? That's it. So I think when I did that, it's because I was comfortable, right? I was comfortable. I always knew I can pour concrete and tie steel.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can read plans. So that was my only plan then. So when I opened up,
how old were you when you were doing concreting? Was it like 30s, 20s?
No, man. I was in my 20s. In my 20s. So the whole entire 20s, from 21, 22, up until like my 31 or 32, I was doing that.
How old are you now?
I'm 38, man.
Oh,
87.
Still young as.
Oh, yeah. Depends, bro. I don't feel it, bro. Every morning I get up, I roll out of bed.
And your bones are like,
yeah, bro. It's catching up to me now, man. Let me tell you. Body's like, bro.
Fucking
It's crazy, man. My knees hurting me. I feel like the thing. I was like, I feel like a crackhead at the moment, but like, I don't know if I can say this without getting cancelled, but yeah. But I do, man. I like it is tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. But like as I said, I wanted to be out of my comfort zone. So I always knew I'll read plans. I can run the building company. So I said, okay, so this can be my plan B.
Yeah, you can always fall back to it.
Thank you.
If you had to.
So, and that's exactly what happened. When COVID went up, we sold it. I went back to work.
Oh, really?
I went back to building because I was like, fuck, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that was open still. So I went back to that. I started working again on that. So went back on building, started building again. And that's when my partner goes, fuck, you're making good money. And because of COVID, everything went up. My pays went up. We were making like fucking like 2-3K a week.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, bro. Like, it was really good money, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just me working for people. It wasn't even my thing. So it was really good. But then again, like, we found the spot, and I thought it'd be too stupid for me not to take it. So I did take it. And yeah, the rest is history. So it's Thirsty Monkey was born. Soft Serve Acai was born. Again, what we did that no one has ever done was melted topping.
Yeah.
We melted peanut butter. We melted Nutella.
Yeah.
We melted Biscoff.
Yeah.
We melted pistachio.
And now pistachio. Ooh.
Man, yeah. So
Pistachio.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, now you have everything, right? You even have your own pistachio
Brand, that's
essentially.
right, man. Yeah.
With Capo.
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys crushed that Easter show as well. So Easter show was another very interesting.
It was, man. It was.
Was last year the first Easter show for you as well?
No, that was my second Easter show.
Last year was the second one.
Yeah.
And then this year was the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year was the third one. Well, you guys crushed. You guys crushed absolutely.
Yeah,
at Easter show.
yeah. It was insane, man. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was probably one of their favorite time this year, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many buckets did you guys do at Easter show? I remember at the end.
We did 480.
480 buckets. Dude.
480 buckets within the time frame of what was
11,
it?
12 days,
12 days, man.
Yeah.
And I think this year was my favorite because I feel like
You figured it out.
not only that, man. I feel like people are finally realizing that all this doesn't make sense no more. And I think, I don't know if you, obviously you know Easter show, you've done it quite sometimes now. A lot of Easter shows just outdated.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right.
It's just everyone's doing the old thing again and again and again, and obviously people and just to see a lot of TikTokers in there.
Yeah.
Just to see now they're realizing, obviously they used us as a guinea pig for 2 years
course.
and realized what it was. I mean, they never had TikTokers now. Now all of a sudden last year they had all these TikTokers.
There's a bunch of us.
Yeah, shout out to Dee if you're watching this.
Yeah.
She left now, but
Yeah, that's
God
right.
bless her. She believed in us.
Yeah, yeah.
She believed in the story of TikTok and social media. She knew, yes, these people could be young, but they have a great future. They have a good story. And I think every single person on social media that was there has a story, whether they only have like 10,000 followers or 2K followers, viewers, or it doesn't matter what it is, everyone has a story.
That's right.
Now, if you think someone's lying because they sold out, or if you think someone's lying because they did this, or doesn't matter. They still at Issachar, baby.
Yeah.
And they're still making money.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? 100%. Whether they lying about something, whether they're hyping up their brand, or whatever it is.
They're hustling.
They're hustling, baby.
Yeah.
They're hustling. And that's the part of it, you know? If someone's selling, I don't know, a brush in a thing and you think, what the fuck is that? It's just a brush or something. It is just a brush.
And
but they thought about it and they're making it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's certain things that people look at it. It's like, yes, you can just go buy this from Alibaba, but you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And someone else is buying it and someone else is making money on it. Do you know what I mean? So these are the things that it was crazy, and I loved it, and I love this year's Issachar, and I think a lot of young brands, a lot of females, particularly, which crushed it this year.
Oh, they did.
Crushed it, and amazing, and I just to see that it was just phenomenal, and I applaud everyone. It's just I take my hat off to them because they're giving it a hard crack.
Business isn't easy, bro.
It's not.
It's not. There's so many challenges that everyone goes through. It doesn't matter. But to give it a crack, I think that's what's important.
Absolutely,
and
man.
social media is such a game changer.
Essentially, people feel. I mean, people start businesses because they want to be free, but it's the fucking hardest thing in the world.
Bro, that costs to get the freedom.
Dana White says it all the time. It's like, I laugh when people say you work for yourself because you have. You can wake up because you have no sleep, you have no time. Your things can break down, and it does break down
all the time.
I don't go to sleep till about past 11 o'clock because that's when all my shops are closed.
100%. And then when we have problems, it's not like there's a $500 bill. It's a $500K bill, $50K bill, and shit happens. Like that's our bills are not small. Something happens, something fucks up, 10 grand, 20 grand, just like that, gone.
Absolutely, man.
Every day.
And it is the crazy part. It is a sad truth about things that people don't talk about, The thing is that there's a lot of saying that people see your success, but they don't see the struggle.
100%.
It's sort of the ugly truth, and that's all it is. I think it's not happy ending all the time.
I agree.
And when I first opened up, man, it was hard. Even though we were doing great and I was coming up and crying to the thing, but I was crying in the back end because things were breaking down and I didn't have the fucking money to fix it.
Right, 100%. Imagine if you had a machine break down in your first 6 months of business.
And it did.
It's 10K repair bill.
And it did, man. And it did. And that's when you realize, man, there's fuck, what do we do? Do we just fold and that's it? There's a lot of businesses that folded because of this. It's,
Have you ever thought about quitting in that moment?
Probably every week. Every week, man. Every week. I think about quitting.
Fuck, even now?
Even now.
Yeah.
Even now, bro.
Shit gets hard, bro.
Even now. I remember when I opened up my Liverpool store, I think there's a photo somewhere, I'll send it to you. It was my fourth store and I didn't have my Newcastle or Melbourne yet. I was looking at the line. I was looking at my workers. It was just 3 workers, and I needed more workers. I couldn't get enough workers, and I remember I just went to the back, and I just had my hand on my head. I was just going, "The fuck am I doing with my life, man? Like this is fucking shit." And man, I had tears in my eyes. I haven't seen my family. My son was born. Yeah, man, like I missed so many things in my life because of my business. I missed my mum's birthdays. I missed, a lot of things in my life. I missed my own son's growing up. A lot of things I missed in my life, because of that. I sacrificed a lot of things for it.
It is.
And I think there's a lot of things that people don't really see what I've done. And I think that's what turning point is. I mean, there was a person the other day I was talking about him, and they opened up a food truck and whatnot, and we're trying to get to these places, and we can't get to this or we can't get to that. And I said to him, hey man, I've got a spot for you in such and such. These are the dates. Oh no, I can't. Why? Because I've got an event on that day. I really have to go. And it's like, dude, I got married. She's going to hate me for this, but I got married. I promise you this. I still don't forget this. I got married on a Tuesday. It was because it was after COVID. And I got married on a Tuesday. That same night we went sat in the hotel. The morning I got up, I go, babe, I got to go and come back. We didn't even have breakfast. I went to the shop, opened up my shop because I couldn't get a workout to do morning. So I opened up the shop till about 2 o'clock until the worker finished school and came. And then I left and I came. And
that was your honeymoon.
There, literally.
With the shop.
And then that night, and then after that, we literally came back and I didn't even have a house to move into.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing. I didn't even rent a place to move into. Nothing. I had nothing. We just got married and we didn't know what to do.
Still at parents?
Yeah, so then obviously the first night we sat at my parents. She like it's very hard, man. Like very hard. Like when you get married, that's your first thing to do. Like you want to move out.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
That's right.
that's all these things in your head. You got this fairy tale in your head, and it was very hard. So we want to stay that Sky Suite in Parramatta apartment. I think for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Essentially, my real estate guys came through and gave me a place. And we moved up there. But the point of it is that nothing was planned. I don't plan anything. My first and foremost priority was my shop. And I couldn't care less what it was. Yes, I love my mum. You know? But, man, sorry, man, I can't be there for your birthday. Everyone else is there. I get it. You know? I get it. We just got married. But, darling, we ain't going on a fucking holiday. We ain't going on a honeymoon. I couldn't care less what it means to you. But we can't go. And we didn't go.
The money's in the business. I got to be
We
there.
didn't go.
Yeah. I get
You
it.
know? You got 9 shops. You must be rolling in money. No, I don't, because I put money back in there. None of my shops, I owe money on them. Like it's all bought
Fuck, you
outright.
bought out. Fuck.
Because I don't
See,
need the money.
I think I would understand how much money and investment you put into your shops.
It's crazy, man.
I think most viewers will not understand that.
Yeah,
but
man.
like, if people at home want to do the maths, like if each shop costs Jacob 300 grand and he owes nothing on them and he's got 9, you do the maths. That's almost $3 million.
And that's but that's not my money.
Yeah, correct.
It's not my money.
That's the business.
That's a business money.
Correct.
It's not my money because I have a partner in this whole thing.
Correct.
The ATO. So it is his money. He's got a fucking money.
Fucking shittest partner ever. All they do is they come and take and give us nothing.
He never shows up to work and nothing, but it's the fucking end of each fucking July or 7.
You know my birthday's July 1. So every year, bro, the ATO knocks on my door on my
Asians are
fucking birthday,
money,
bro.
eh? I reckon the ATO and the Asians, man.
Fucking hell, bro.
The Asians are coming for me. You're Chinese, right?
I'm Chinese, yeah.
So how do you say Happy New Year's in Chinese?
新年快乐.
You know what that means? That means I pray you have more money in your life. And that's the Chinese. That's on the New Year's. That's what they tell each other.
It's 恭喜发财,新年快乐,
Yeah,
you know.
恭喜发财. That's
恭喜
it.
发
That's all
财.
I-
Wish you money, wish you good
Wish you
money.
money.
Yeah, wish you good wealth, wish you good money. 恭
That's
喜
why I
发
love
财.
Chinese people. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that,
I
man.
know.
They're amazing people. We're doing some work with Chinese people right
good.
now.
Very good.
They're great people.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of some of my mental thing were so the guys that next to me in my warehouse, they're Chinese and they import wine and export wine or import wine. I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Like they do all this weird shit. But yeah, I love them. They're great and they give me some like advice on certain things that I do and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal what they do. Their work ethic is unbelievable. But yeah, there's a lot of things that people don't see. You know?
I agree.
There's a lot of sacrifices, and we're not talking about just simple sacrifices.
Big ones,
Oh,
bro.
you miss out on a lot of things, you know.
Big ones, big ones.
My son was born. My wife gave birth. She gave birth right now. Next, I was at work,
Yeah. That's heavy, bro.
and then I went back that night, and then she was there. We'll stay with her at the room. But the next day, again back to work in the morning. Come back at night, stay with her. It was tough, man. It's really tough, you know. And but it is what it is, you know. You just got to do what you got to do. And I told her, and I said to her this. I said to her, listen, you got to give me 5 years, man. 5 years. I've only got 5 years in me. That's what it is, you know. I've still got another 2 years of this a crazy roller coaster, and I'm not going to retire after this. But at least in 5 years, I've got a concrete, solid plan.
You can at least hire a manager, GM, whatever to help.
And we do
replace
all
it.
that stuff, but because it's such a crazy wild ride, and people tell me, why are you still working in the business? It's because if I don't work in the business, I don't know what goes wrong in it.
And it doesn't grow as fast as you need it to.
Yeah, man. You need to be there. You need to understand the business.
Yeah.
You know, none of the businesses are franchised. Everything's company owned. You know, yes, other people are trying to grow and whatever, and they're franchising and you can franchise. But to me, I don't think I need to franchise. You know, franchising it's great, but I don't feel like I need to franchise. I really like to have. I enjoy it. It's an enjoyment for me. I sacrifice a lot. I cried as a man. I cried, man. Like I sat there and I cried.
There are days where you're sitting there in your office by yourself at 2 a.m. in the morning going,
What the fuck?
what the fuck? And you got bills here piling up. You look at your bank account, fucking going lower. You got staff, you got people, you got family in your ears.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand that. But there are many moments I have been there myself. Like I sit there in the office by myself at 2 a.m. going, bro, do I just pack up shop and just fucking go on a holiday for 2 months and just fuck off? Turn off my phone?
Yeah.
But you know what? With that, like shout out to all the family and, you know, obviously girlfriends and wives out there that support us because
100%.
It's incredible.
It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. And look, it's there's so many times we had fights, arguments.
Oh, bro.
And you know, people might say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I just buy her this or buy her that."
Yeah, but it's not about that.
It's not about that. It's not about that. Yes, you can buy them everything. Yes, they have everything. Man, it's not about that. It's about, I think, emotionally in there.
I agree.
And
Like you can deck them out in bags and jewelry, whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's about being present, being there. Like missing a child's birth, you're never getting that back, bro.
Never getting it
Missing the first day of school, you're never getting that back, bro.
Never getting it back, man. And you know what? It is sad. It's honestly, genuinely sad. It's probably one of the harder things. It's probably one of the harder things that I have to deal with, you know, and knowing that I missed my son's birthday or my son's, I missed it. You know, me and my wife never had a holiday. We never had a holiday. You know, before we knew my son was born.
Yeah.
That was never planned for my son to be born, you know, and my son was born and we never had a couple retreat, a honeymoon, you know. We never had that.
Yeah, so you got 2 more years. After those 2 years, you got to promise her.
Yeah, but even then, I've got kids that we're going to take 100%.
100%.
We're going to worry about them.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's gone, and we're never going to. And and yes, no matter how many stuff we do, but we can't do it no more because we didn't do single parent. That is a difficult part, and I don't think people realize how hard this is, you know. And
there's a lot of sacrifices, man.
You just got to do it. I think these are the hard part, yeah. And someone will tell you, "Oh, I'll turn the $100 into $1,000, $1 million." Bro, you can sit down here and talk, and you can tell people how hard it is and how hard you work. But really, it's not about how hard you work. Honestly, it's genuinely not about how hard you work. Business is not about, you know. When I watch all these people on thing and they do TikTok and come and talk. Oh, you know, we struggled and you know I was poor and. I worked very hard. You don't have to fucking work hard. You just have to think about outside the box.
Yeah. Work smart. Work
Your
creative.
Cheeky Glow, you didn't work hard for it. You just thought outside the box.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Yes, there's hard work goes into it to create it, but it's outside the box. It's you thought outside the box. There's something there. You just thought outside the box. Acai was always there. Just thought outside the box. I thought how to make it more appealing to people. I thought outside the box. So I jumped on social media. No one else done it. I thought outside the box. Look at Jake Paul. Jake Paul thought outside the box.
Yeah, literally.
He boxes.
Yeah.
Call it movie, call it whatever it is. Because build a brand.
But and he's worth hundreds of millions.
And he's fucking doing a good job of it.
Yeah, making a shitload of money in the process.
So you got to realize these are, you know, yes, Floyd Mayweather has got a lot of money from boxing because he worked his way up. Jake Paul didn't work his up.
He skipped everything.
He skipped everything. Why? Because he thought outside the box. He did everything that everyone told him not to do. And he fucking done it. I got told everything that not to do and I done it. People can sit down and fucking say whatever they started or whatever they did. He did nothing. If I create a whole new industry, think about that. I'll create a whole industry that people eat off.
Yeah.
The fruit guys are eating off it.
Yeah.
The guys that created the machines are eating off it. People paying rent out of it. You know,
Even the
truck,
suppliers for the
trucks,
spoons and the cups and the bowls.
So these are the people that are eating out of it. I've created an industry that was never an industry. It was never an industry.
That probably generates hundreds of millions of dollars across the economy.
And whether you like it or not, whether you think I'm arrogant or not, but fuck it.
You did it,
But I've done it.
You did it.
Whether you believe that or not, I've done that.
I agree.
You know? And I've done that because of one thing and one thing only, not because I fucking worked hard. Not because I missed my child, my kid's birth or I missed my honeymoon. Not because of anything. It's because I fucking thought outside the box. I did something that everyone told me not to do. And I fucking did it.
Yeah, you had the balls to fucking chase
And
it.
that's all it is. You don't have to fucking work hard. You just need to think outside the box. Now, a lot of people will come and tell you, and even me, I'll tell a lot of people back in the days, I gave them advice. I'll say, you know what, whatever you have, if you have a thought about a business, just go and fucking do it. Yes, but don't just do anything.
Don't just do it the same as the 50 other people before you.
Thank you.
That's the difference.
Thank you.
Even if 50 people have done it before you, if you change one thing, you get it, you nail it. The same thing as you, like we went on social media first. We had no money to market. I had $1,000. It was during COVID. I looked at my bank account, no bullshit. There's probably $11,000 or $12,000 left. I was 23 at the time, 12 grand left. And then, you know, my girlfriend at the time was like, I want to start a business. I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. Here's $1,000. That's all I can afford. Let's go do it. And then bang, we had cheeky glow. How can we market? We can't afford Facebook ads. Fuck it. All right, what do? TikTok in China's blowing up. Let's see if it blows up in Australia. Did the same thing as you. 5 videos later, or 6 videos later, that video got 20,000 views. That's it. Crazy, but we sold 100 units. And that was enough for me to go, you know what?
Man,
fuck it. Give me 1,000. Give me 2,000.
Honestly, I've got a goosebump just thinking about that.
That's
Why?
literally it.
It's because it's e-commerce, such a beautiful thing, and I admire you and everyone else does us e-commerce, and I say this with my whole heart because you can just fucking start it from your garage, bro.
Literally, you should have seen the place I started at was smaller than this fucking table, bro.
You know, bro,
Smaller than this table.
unreal, and it's just phenomenal, and the fact that you have AI, you have ChatGPT,
Kids nowadays don't get how lucky they are.
you
bro.
have. You have China factory at your hand. AliExpress, it's at your fucking hand, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can literally go find anything on
Just
AliExpress
2 buttons, bro. 2 buttons.
and order it. Order prototype to it.
Yeah.
Brother, it doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
You got Shein, you got, what's the other one? Timo. Fuck me dead.
fuck.
Timo's sending me broke. Lot of shit I bought on it. But you got all that.
Yeah.
If, you know, it's, everyone asks me, oh, what did you do if fucking Thirsty Monkey dies out? Well, Thirsty Monkey will never die out. But even if it did, fuck it.
Whatever.
I'll ride another wave.
Correct.
It's thing. Fuck it, it doesn't work. I'll go back to building. It is what it is. It's not end of the world. You know, happiness is not because of my happiness is not attached to a thing or a person. My happiness is me internally. Internally, I'm happy. Whatever I am, I adapt to it. And I think my only advice, if there isn't any advice, if people ever ask for my advice, if when anyone cares about an advice, think outside the box, man.
And I will ask you that at the very end. But I want to change the lane now. I actually want to talk about your recent trip because we were just touching on that prior to jumping on and filming. Your recent trip, you actually went to Brazil to go to the source of acai. Like you are the king of acai. No one can argue that in Australia, right? Anyone can talk shit, but you've actually gone and done it. And you are the king of acai in Australia right now. And you went to Brazil where the home of acai is. Tell me that story, man, because some of the shit that you were explaining just then was fucking cracked. And I think people at home won't understand. I'm going to ask you for some videos if you can send them to me.
Yeah,
I want to pop them up. But like, what was it like going to Brazil? How long were you there? 2 weeks, right?
6 days, man.
Oh, that's it. 6 days.
6 days,
shit,
bro.
okay.
6 days. It was
All
one
right,
of the
talk to me.
craziest
6 days.
trips.
That's insane.
6 days and 10 flights later. 10 flights in 6 days, man.
Oh, bro.
It's fucking, it's crazy.
How long is it to get to Brazil from Sydney?
21 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, man.
At least the Amex points were, came in handy, all right?
Yeah, but only some part of it. But yeah, no, it's good. It was an experience I'd never thought I'd go through.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, so how it came about, I mean, the whole situation about Brazil, it's not just going to Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the most dangerous cities in the world, Brazil is number one.
Yeah. South America
It is like it's pretty much more scarier than Mexico.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where you want to look at it. Now we went to Brazil. Obviously, our partnership with Amazon Power, but essentially, I think what I wanted to do was I wanted to understand this fruit. Now, it's very vital to know what you're selling.
I agree.
And I think it's a piece of information, a piece of a puzzle that you need to add into your life for you to understand, to educate people, right? Now, a lot of people are under the thing of that. Even myself, I thought Acai was one of the berry family. When I went there, it was like it had nothing to do with the berry family, man. Like,
Oh, really? So it's not actually a berry.
It's sort of like it's a same family, so to speak, but it's not the same
As
like
every other berry.
Any other berry. Like I thought it was like just a same blueberry, but like
blueberry,
a different,
strawberry,
like sort of bigger blueberry. But when you grab a blueberry and you squish it, it squishes. Or when you grab a strawberry, it squishes. Or
That's right.
when you grab an apple or whatever, they squish. This doesn't squish. It's such a hard thing. So it's like this rock. So that you have to put in water in order for the skin to separate from the seed. So it was crazy. So the logistic of it was very hard, obviously. We needed to organize that. And then we needed to organize going into the jungle, which no one has ever done. Now, you got to realize, bear in mind, where I'm going, not even the Brazilian people go to.
Yeah, of course. No way.
Right? Like, for example, obviously we live in Australia, it's a beautiful country, but how many of us have gone and lived with the indigenous people out, say, in Northern Territory, like within them?
Very little, like
Do you know what I mean?
0.001%.
And out of 20 people you'll ask, maybe no one has ever done it. Do you know what I mean? And it's because it's very difficult to organize that, because you need to go find a tribe, to go sit with the tribe, to go sleep with the tribe, eat like the tribe, do whatever the tribe is doing. You got to be able to eat whatever the tribe's eating, because it's disrespectful if you go there and you don't eat. Because a lot of things you got to understand, these are the First Nation.
Agreed.
So the indigenous people that live in Australia, it's the same thing. So, and we're talking about the people that are still living the same lifestyle that they had
Thousands of years ago, they're still the same.
And again, it's insane. It's honestly, it's mind blowing. The lifestyle, the stuff. Credit to them, and obviously shout out to every single one of them that are doing it till today, because it is freaking hard, right? So so not only I'm doing that in a different country, I have to organize that, and the guys, America and Ada, his wife, absolutely amazing. They've gone above and beyond for us. We did something that no one has ever done. And so we went on this trip. So we touched down in São Paulo, which is one of the capital city. From there, we flew into Manaus. Manaus, it's within the Amazon. So Amazon runs across from Brazil. It goes down to Colombia and it ends at Peru. So it's like a freaking
Massive
rainforest jungle with craziest animals. Now, each of the side of this jungle, which one side of is Berlin and the other side of is Manaus, and these are two different cities, which 4 days you travel by boat to get to each
on the
other.
river, right?
Yeah. So it's on the river. So one of them this side and one of them that side. And it's like, excuse me, if you see a jungle that's running down on the map, Berlin is there, Manaus is here. It's 4 days to get to each other by boat or 3 hours by plane.
Wow.
So it is a far, but these are the two cities in the thing. So we went to Manaus, given the fact that it's obviously closer to the São Paulo, 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away from São Paulo. So when you fly over, I'll send you some photos so you'll see.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When you come in, you see the jungle, you see the river, you see the Amazon River, and it's phenomenal. And and the river is such a beautiful river because there's a black river that runs across, and then there's an Amazon that comes in across with it, but they don't mix. It's sort of like it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, and it's
like two different color rivers, but they don't
they don't mix. But then
that's crazy.
eventually, Amazon River comes in because the volume of it is bigger.
Yeah.
It sort of overlaps the other one and becomes all like the Amazon
one stream,
white river.
Wow.
Whereas the black just stays there and it just never mix, man.
Oh, that's
It just
crazy.
never mix. It's phenomenal. If you ever look at it from the top, you'll see it. It's just
Black and white.
It's phenomenal. I've got some photos I'll show you later, but it's phenomenal. So that's Manaus. Again, we went to Manaus. Crime rate, it's unbelievable, man. It's freaking crazy. So
Do they rob the natives as well, or do they just rob like
rob everyone, man.
Everyone.
They rob everyone. So they it's just not just it's so robbing is one thing. Then you've got the favelas, which is
Kidnappings and
the criminals and stuff. So the favelas are the way they live, right? So I don't know if I don't know how to slums or whatever they call them. So the way they live is they live on the hills and sort of live on top of each other. So they rent and buy these houses on top of these hills, which the government has no jurisdiction there. Police cannot go in there. It is purely for drug lords to operate and run things. And most of the people that live within these favelas are normal human beings that go to work. They work at the hotels and they work at the restaurants and whatnot.
So they rent these properties from the drug cartel, essentially.
It's essentially give and take. But so the drug cartels, so each favela is under different names and under different family name or whatever, different cartel. But then there is a counselor, so to speak, within that cartel. So they look after the needs of
It's like a mayor or something.
mayor of that favela, which is say they need new I don't know,
Power
drainage,
or
waste or
drainage,
whatever.
yeah.
They run it. So they'll go through the mayor. But then the drug lords are sort of use these favelas in order to sell their drugs and whatnot. And like essentially the cops cannot come in there, police cannot go in there, the government cannot go in there, and if you do, it's going to be end up in a shootout, man. And it happens, and it genuinely happens, and you can't because police cannot go in there right there, these favelas. I was lucky enough to go into one of these favelas, so that's obviously later on. But so when we went to Manaus, and from Manaus we took a car ride 2.5 hours across the river and whatever, and then we went deep into the jungle. We parked up, and then we jumped on this banana boat type looking things, and
It was like a classic old boat type
yeah,
thing.
man, like just a cool little boat with a little
Yeah.
And we rode on this river for about an hour or 2 hours and a bit, and then we got into this jungle and we docked in, and then like jungle, right? So we gone through the trees and whatever, and then we ended up in a little dry area. Now you got to realize one thing, So Amazon, the way it works is that there's a dry season and the wet season, right?
Yeah.
In the wet season, what happened is because of the rain, the water comes up.
Yeah.
So when you're driving, you see on the water, when you're riding on the water and whatever it is, and you see like greens or whatever, you think, these are just normal greens that are growing out of the water.
Yeah.
It's not, it's trees. But because the water is actually up,
So high.
it submerges into the water, the trees. There are other trees that are high and crazy, but the other ones are like sort of the short ones. It submerges into the water that you can't see, but then in dry season, it goes down, the people walk and they're like mud. It's insane. It's one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. It is the craziest place on earth. I've been to so many places and I've never seen something like that. So we crossed this thing and we've gone through these greens and whatever, and gone.
So was it wet or dry season?
It's wet.
season. So
it's
everything's
water.
flooded.
Yeah,
everything's high.
it's crazy. Yeah. So we've gone to this place and I see these people obviously shirtless or whatever. They got pants on. The ladies are just like got things on there. Again, no bra, no nothing. Like just
They're just naked.
Yeah. No, they're wearing like pants and whatever,
Oh,
but like
okay.
it's just like standard and sitting around and eating fish, eating thing, and they're like, "Oh, come." And like obviously they're speaking like native language.
yeah.
It's not even Portuguese. and we had this guy with us that was obviously there before, and you know he knows these people, and he goes, "Come, Jacob, he wants to meet you and whatever." So we go in there, shake his hand. He's like, and he points at this bowl and he goes, "Drink, nice." So then I pick it up and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And I go, he looks at me and goes, "That's acai, bro." I go, "What are you talking about acai?" I go, he's dipping fish in there.
Yeah.
So then what they're eating is that they smoke the fish. Now, for those that don't know what smoking is that when you start a fire, so a bonfire, and the smoke comes up, and then you leave the fish up on the top like a half a meter away.
Yeah, and the
smoke
smoke
just cooks it. It takes like about a couple of hours before he smokes. And they were eating the fish, literally opening up the fish like that and just picking it up. And I'm telling you, we're talking about fishes that hasn't been gutted, that hasn't been cleaned, that hasn't been nothing. Yeah. Just a fish that they pick up and they just make it. Yeah. Like literally, and then like you open it up, you got to like you got to be careful with the gut. You don't eat the gut, so you just like open it up. Oh, what the hell? So yeah, like literally, it's the most insane thing I've ever seen. And yeah, they go, "Oh yeah, drink this," and they go pour it into this thing. Like I'm talking about, no, obviously. It's insane. It's one of the most insane things. And then you drink it, and it's like, like, hey, it's nice. And you're like, dude, it's not fucking nice. What the fuck you drinking? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
The taste is so strong. But yeah, that was one of my first time I actually tried acai. A pure acai. Yeah. The taste is so strong, so tough. And it's like, what the fuck are we eating? This is crazy, man. This is phenomenal. So then, again, I wanted to know how the fuck did the acai that we have ended up the way we have and what it is. So obviously we asked question and they were eating, so they invited us to eat with them. So again, it's rude not to eat with them. So I ended up eating, and then they gave us this thing, which I thought it was a plate because it was such a hard thing. Yeah. And then I'm eating out of it and I'm thinking, oh, it's nice. Turned out to be a crocodile. They smoked a freaking crocodile.
Was it good?
It's fucking amazing. Fuck. But yeah, it's unreal. Like I didn't know. And then you dip it in the acai, you eat it, and I never knew fish and acai go together. Apparently it does.
Well, now it's a new topic at first.
Yeah.
You guys want fresh fish?
Yeah, fresh fish and acai, come. But yeah, man, it's just live there. I sat with them, and then they go, okay, come.
Yeah.
So they got dressed and like they got the thing, and I go, where you going? And he goes. And then they got obviously translated into me, and they said, "Oh, we're going into the jungle.
Oh shit!
We're gonna get you acai." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They go, "Yeah, we're gonna climb the tree, and they're gonna show you where the acai is." So yeah, that was a phenomenal. Like we documented all that.
Yeah,
we jumped on their boat this time, and they sort of like they got a smaller boat with a smaller thing, and again we had to go through these crazy trees, and it just goes in and. Whatever, and then they spot the trees. So there's again.
So they actually see the tree as they're driving around.
So as you're driving around the jungle, so they go around there. They see from far away. You can see which tree has a better fruit and which one doesn't have a fruit. Now you got to realize this: acai is not a farmed fruit. You see, when you go to a farm like a strawberry farm or whatever,
it's just all in line.
All in line. Everything is a strawberry, and you just go in there and you just pick up strawberries or blueberries or cucumbers or apples or whatever. Whereas this one, you can't farm them. Now, why is that? It's because for an acai fruit to be fully grown acai, it takes about 60 to 70 years before it goes like fully grown. Yeah.
Fuck.
So. It gives you fruit for the first 7 years it gives you fruit, but to be a fully grown, to give you a proper fruit where it's proper, we'll show you some photos. Yeah. Like to give you like that's a bunch. That's what it gives. Like when you cut it off from the tree, it comes for it to give you that. It's like a 50, 60 years old tree. So you can't just get the seed and just plant it in the thing and then expect it to be up tomorrow like an apple. An apple you can place it within a couple of months or a year, it can give you fruit. Yeah. Acai is not like that, man. You can't farm it.
Wow.
So the way it works is that because of the tree and what it is, because of the years, like 10 years or 5 years or 8 years or 6 years or 7 years, what happens is because obviously the fruit goes up, it falls off it and it lands whatever it lands, it grows. So these trees that we see, these have been like for years and years and years. So like again, so we drive, you can see maybe like 100 trees in one spot and then like 2 trees in another spot because of the wind.
And that's fresh and then new
and
trees.
so then you go around and you go, okay, out of this 100, maybe 4 of them are good for fruits and then 3 of them we still got to keep it. But they can see that from a naked eye, how far it is. It's phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. Like as I said, these are their life and they know what they're doing. So again, we're riding. It's like, oh, good, okay. And then he drives in and like they talk to himself and they're like, well. And then they got we go down and they got these freaking belt-looking things. They got the machete just freaking sitting there.
It.
So then so 2 of them walks at the front, 1 of them at the back, and we at the middle. And then they tell you, like on the floor, just be careful. So they step in barefoot, going under. Crazy. And yeah, with the machetes, literally cutting the trees down, making ways through the jungle. Yeah. It's insane, man. It's
like a movie.
But man, yeah, it's like we're walking with Tarzan, like, you know. So they're cutting the branches and that we're walking through. Eventually they make a way to the tree. And then, so the guys that were with us was the head of the tribe, one of them. And the other one was the how do you say it? Like the commander of the tribe, which is like
the army guy.
He's the guy that goes and hunts. He's like top hunter.
He's like the top hunter or something.
So then he's the one that makes the way and clears the way.
Yeah.
And then the younger guy, which is at the back, which is like he's about, I don't know, 18, 19 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's the one that have to climb and go get it. That's how the thing is. And then the top of head honcho just stand there and just watches them. So he goes up there. You'll see them. He comes up there and just like with the knife in his hand, just go over there, and then grabs them and then like comes down with an acai and gives it to the head honcho. And the head honcho takes it. He's like, looks at it, like, okay. Comes in and is like, here guys, we got the acai. And it's like, what the fuck just happened, bro? So we I literally sat there, watched it. I'm in the middle of, but you got to realize this, yeah. I'm barefoot.
Oh, you're barefoot as well.
Yeah. So I'm barefoot in the middle of the jungle, standing
like mud
in the mud with Mother Nature. It's just phenomenal because man, like you look at this and you go, we are in the middle of a rainforest of Amazon, which is one of the most sacred place. Watched native people just climb the freaking tree, cut the fruit down, put it down, and then goes, here.
Eat this.
As in, like, it's a gift from us to you, but we've got to go prepare it because you can't just eat it off the tree.
Yeah.
So I picked up some, and then he goes, yeah, eat, nice. And then we eat it, and I'm like, bro, you can't eat this. What are you talking about? He's like, and he's showing me how to eat it. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, it's a berry, like you just bite into it.
It's gone.
And I bit into it and I'm like, thank God I didn't break my veneers there. But like, it's hard, like it's rock, like it's timber, like it's proper timber. And they're all laughing at me and it's like, it's funny, like it's because I'm doing that and I thought it was a fruit and it's not. And it's just like, so like as I said, it's like, so these are the acai seeds and then, so you're sort of like, you got to scrape it off. And then he goes, oh, he started laughing. He goes, oh, come with us. And he was there. Again, so we picked up these branches and then we put them in the boat. We went all the way back. And then they give the branches to the woman of the tribe. It's again, you got to realize we're in a tribe.
Yeah.
This is not feminist. This is not masculine. This is the tribe. The way it works is sort of like
they got a structure.
The head honcho doesn't do anything. He just rides the boat.
He's like the king. He's like,
you know what I mean? But then the other guy, which is a hunter, goes and clears the way. The younger kid has to go up because that's how he owns his tribes.
Yeah.
Then he comes back home. Then the head of the family of the female, you got to realize these tribes are like a family. So that's what the tribe is. This tribe has 32 people in this tribe.
Wow.
Right? So within the 32 people, there's a head honcho and there's his wife. And then like all the tree, everyone else goes under it, right?
Yep.
So then so the lady takes the branches. No one else takes them. They take them. She places them in this pot. And then the other one, which is I don't know, head honcho of one woman, the longer one, like the one less thing of her, she'll prepare the hot water.
Wow.
So then she prepares the hot water. Then she comes and scrapes. So acai comes on like little branches, and then each branch will have like these little seeds on them, all stuck to them, right? And then she'll come and just scrape them off him. So she takes the branches away. Again, they don't throw the branches away because they can use it as a broom. They use it as a hat, and they use it for like all sort of things. And then they put the seed within this water. When they submerge them into this water, and they put the water under the fire, and then until it's semi-boiled. It's not boiled, but it's not cold. It's like semi-boiled when it's like you can't put your finger in there, which is hot, but it's not boiling. And they leave it. They leave it for like 2-3 hours.
Wow.
And so you go back in that 2-3 hours. What happened is, because of the water, the skin like suppressed acid. You touch it, the skin comes off, and the seed stays back. So that skin is what they use because they hit that skin with a bit of water. They hit it, and that becomes that acai pulp that we know.
So it's actually skin. Is there no flesh in it? There's like no squishy bit. It's
There's
just
no
literally
squishy.
So it's literally just skin and then seed, maybe like a tiny bit of
but
flesh.
because of the water and the seed,
Yeah.
the color becomes thing. So it's that skin sort of dissolves in that water.
No wonder it's a super fruit.
That's right. But when you hit it, it becomes it sort of melts and dissolves within the water, and it becomes whatever it becomes, and it's phenomenal. Like I've never seen that.
It's still purple color, right? Or
Yeah. It's purple color. It submerges within the water, and it's again depends on the quality of the acai. Depends on how much water they add to it. So that's so then they just all that becomes whatever it is. So again, in dry season they have to add way more water to it because then it's drier. It's drier. There's not much enough in there. But then in the wetter season, it's great. So yeah, man, it's insane. And then that means in a drier season, that means they have to use more acai, more fruit in order to get better or like stronger taste. Whereas in a wetter season, they use less because they don't need to more use. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But essentially, that's all it is. So the lady will sit there, has the pot in there with the whole acai submerged into the thing, and she hits them with sort of a timber looking thing. So just hits them until then she gets the strainer, she puts them up, put them in there, like rubs them off it, and then gets the seed, puts the seeds out, and then uses the actual pulp into the acai, and they use that. There's no refrigeration there. What they do, they just do that
every
daily.
time they want it. Fuck. So how much do you actually get from like a giant branch like this?
So a giant branch will give you about like 20 liters, which is 2 buckets.
Oh wow.
So then you just gotta realize so these tribes live off this, right? These are their livelihood.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what I tell people, and like when you see people sell acai in like obviously. You got to realize you're not just helping the business owners; you're helping the food chain down the line. You know, and that goes back to what we said before. You know, it's an industry that was never an industry. Now we created an industry. Now you got to realize when you're buying an acai, you're helping a tribe. You know, fulfill their life. And hopefully these videos when they come out, people can see and I'm not too sure if you're going to release this before we release our video, but regardless, essentially people are going to see this and they're going to see the reality behind how these are made. Now, we want people. I want people to understand when we do release this video, these are not for people to realize it's a slavery or anything. These are what people do. This is genuinely what people do for their living.
Yeah, correct.
This is their livelihood, right? They make their money out of that. And people might say, what do they need the money for? Like they're living in the tribe or whatever. These tribes, for example, they need electricity into the thing, right? Because they don't live off the candles no more because obviously the jungle has electricity and all that stuff. So they need to run power. So if they don't make the money, they can't run the powers into their country, into the areas because they have to go run the powers. They got to go buy the boat. You got to buy clearways, you know, they're going clearways in order to get, so they get new machetes. So there's a lot of things that they got to buy, or they build a bigger houses or bigger, sort of like a hallway where they do the traditional dance and all that stuff, which we did the dance with them. They got accepted into the tribe type thing.
Yeah, nice.
They've done a dance, they've done a thing for us. You know, you'll run around and they blow smoke and to burn things for you. It's within obviously their culture, and you have to respect their culture.
Of course.
When you go there, I mean, regardless of what your background is or your religion or whatever it is, when you go there, it's their culture, and whether you believe it or
You're
not.
in their world. It doesn't
That's
matter.
right. That's right.
That's right.
So we did that. We dressed up into that. They put paint all over my face, and they accepted us as people that obviously, and they thanked me because we went into the tribe to show people what the tribe is all about and what they do and how they do things, and it was just amazing. So we were fortunate enough to be able to help them out with certain things. Like again, as I said, in wet season, there's water. They can go to the river, get the water, boil it, drink it. But in dry season, they have no water. They have no clean water. So then they have what they call a slum or dirty water. That sits onto the water. Would they have to then go and run it through so many different filters, which is man-made filters. Obviously, they put rocks and whatever, and they run the water, and they have to wait for the water to drip into the thing. Even then, they get it and then boil it, comes out, but they still have bacteria and that stuff in it. So in wet season, in dry season, you'll see them. Most of them are sick, obviously there is no vaccination for them because again, you got to realize these are indigenous people that lived in the jungle for so many years. There's no vaccination. They don't go to get vaccination. They don't go to doctors. There's no medicine for them. They just heal within whatever medicine they have.
And if they die, they die.
Yeah, that's it. So we were fortunate enough again to be able to gift them a well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So again, with Amazon Power, we did that for them. For this tribe again, I mean, there's hundred other tribes,
thousands of tribes,
but these tribes, because of always they've worked on dust and whatever. So last time they were there, we did the thing with them again. So they asked them what do you guys need, and they said, the water is one of our biggest problems. So we had to send someone in there, a company, to go in there to drill in, gone in there and then place there.
Put the water.
Yeah. I mean, the wells that you're thinking about is like the buckets and you put it in bucket, but they don't do that no more. It's like a driller, it drills in and you just go all the way down and they put the pipe in there and the pump is inside.
Yeah.
And then when you turn on the water automatically pumps, but it's all the way from the bottom of the thing. So it's low. So it's already got, so when the water gets down, it's already been, cleaned up and filtered and that, so you can just straight away open it, drink it. So that was one of it's rewarding to see. Obviously, they were happy. They were very thankful. Again, they done the dance for us, in the traditional way, painted, smoke, and whatever they done, and they had this stuff, and they were blowing it. It was just insane. It was just a great traditional, just to be recentered with these people, and so we seen that. We stayed in the Amazon for 2 nights. We slept with them. We've been with them.
Yeah, how was that? How was like sleeping there?
It's
bugs,
insane, man. Crazy, man. Like you can see my hand.
Is that all bug bites?
Yeah, these are all. Some of them are ants. Some of them are mosquitoes.
Oh shit.
And the next morning when we got up, they told us, there's an anaconda that lives here. And I was like, fuck you talking about? And they're like, yeah, there's an anaconda. That's like doing this. Like, good. It's like
a giant snake,
good, dude. If it wraps around you, you die, dude. What the fuck you talking about? It's like, bro, I'm an Arab. They fucking hit me. Like, fuck are you talking about? But yeah, man, the anaconda and the the night before we went to sleep, it's the funniest part. At 9, 10 o'clock, we were joking about alligators and that. And it's like, there's crocodiles everywhere here. I was like, no, it's not. He's like, okay, let's go. So they wanted to go hunt for a crocodile at fucking 9 o'clock at night. And the way I don't know, for those that don't know, but the way you hunt for a crocodile apparently is you're right around, but you make no noise, so you're older on the low.
Yeah.
And then you've got torch and you're
the eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so if you're shine and then you see your eyes, if they're yellow, yellow are smaller crocodile. If they're red, they are the bigger crocodile.
Oh fuck!
So then they keep the torch on their eyes, and it's like sort of they keep something.
It just tracks it.
And then like they'll just be staying up the water, and then they'll go in there because they're mesmerized by the light. Apparently, they come around from the back and they jump on their mouth and they grab their mouth, and that's when they go. They wrestle him.
Did you see that?
I tried twice, but they failed because
I didn't see him.
Because sudden movement or certain noise, they freak out into them and they go in the water straight away.
Yeah.
and they can't get them because as soon as you can't see them, you can't grab them. You don't want to put your hand in certain places because then they can come and grab your hand. It's phenomenal, man.
That's fucking
at 9 o'clock at
freaky,
night.
bro.
You got to realize. But this is not a game.
Yeah, bro. This is life and death, bro.
This is their livelihood.
Yeah.
This is, like when I was trying to tell my friend the other day when I was like, obviously came back and I was trying to explain this to him. He's like, oh, I don't think you understand the where this is and how deep this is.
Yeah.
This is the way of this is their livelihood.
Yeah.
Like they gotta kill that crocodile in order for them to survive and eat.
Exactly.
It's you because you can't make up this. And there's to know it's 2025.
Yeah.
And we're fighting over what pronouns to use and that, and these people are still using crocodile. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's that freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like we sitting here arguing between us about
he and she
certain things in life and who has what rules and who pays for the dinner on the first date. These motherfuckers are killing crocodiles for fucking living, bro, with a torch and trying to. But wait, it's not shaking it. It's not spearing it. He's grabbing it and wrestling it.
Fuck.
Out of the water and then tapes the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
To bring it in, bro. It's genuinely one of the most craziest things I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, man, we've done that.
Yeah.
There is a animal in the jungle which is called the pink dolphin, which represent spirits and soul, and it's meant to be
Amazonian pink dolphin, right?
Yeah. It's meant to be one of the most amazing,
as well.
Animal. So then there's guys obviously that live on the water and that, and they've created a little hub for them. Again, we're talking about this is none of them are farmed, none of these are tamed, none of these are still wild animals. Yeah, they're in the jungle.
Yeah,
they're in the rivers. These belong to the river, but these people have created a little hub where you can stand on these like little floaties, and because they feed them every morning, they always come there.
Oh, so you've seen the pink dolphin?
No, I didn't just see them, bro. I actually swam with them.
No way.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
That was one of the most. I think it was one of the most. I don't know. It's more grounding, so to speak. Yeah. She'll come out and like catch the fish, and then you're in the water actually touching it and sort of riding it like a horse and just grabbing it.
You rode a dolphin.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking. It's crazy, man.
Riding the dolphin.
Literally grabbing it like that. I'm on top of it, and then like a dolphin's like moving. He's like, with it, he's like, fuck, he start freaking out. But man, like it's. You look at it, it's like fucking pink, and it's like got the mouth up, and then.
Oh, it's actually pink.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like the face of it's just the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen, and it's just so calming, it's so beautiful, and so grounding. And like for an Arab to say this, like, oh fuck, man, I was like, I've got beard and a moustache and a fucking tattoos, and I'm thinking, fucking, like looking at a dolphin. It is, man. It's so humbling and so thing, and it's just like you realize, like, dude, this is one of the most amazing thing I've ever done, and. It is an experience, man. It's honestly an experience. So from the jungle, obviously from Manaus, we went back to São Paulo and we went to Rio, and that's when we met the favelas, and we went into the favelas, and that was a completely different lifestyle that we've encountered. Again, one of the most scariest countries, and to be in,
How did you feel when you went into the favelas? Because they're all armed.
They are, man. They are. So we've got rifles and everything. Mate, everything. Look, I've seen guns that I've never seen. I don't think they even have them in like military. I mean, they do, but like I was just making it more dramatic. But like, it's crazy. So the way we go to the favelas, obviously everyone knows. Like, if you read about these favelas, it's a no-go zone.
Yeah.
Not even for police, not even for the government. No one can go there. But I don't know. My personality is I talk so much. I talk underwater, according to my mates.
Talk to the dolphin.
I talk to the dolphin. I ride him. I have a chat with him. But yeah, no. So when we were flying back from Manaus to São Paulo, I was obviously talking to this. There was a guy next to me at the thing playing, and we walked in, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry." And he's like, "Oh no, okay." I go, "Oh, you speak English?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "What do you do?" He goes, "Oh, we do like business analyze or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, cool." I go, "Oh, you speak English very well." He goes, "Yeah," because most of our clients are overseas in America, or so we would talk to them, and like, "Oh, cool. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" We're having a conversation, so we're having a chat. So I said to him, "Man, I can't believe this. When I landed at Sao Paulo, we seen all the favelas. It was fucking insane, you know. I wish I could somehow go in there." And he goes, "What do you want to go in there?" I go, "I'm just curious. You know how people live." He's like, "My family's from the favelas."
Wow.
I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, if you ever go to Rio." I go, "I'm going to Rio tomorrow." He goes, "No worries. Because you want to go in there?" I go, "Yeah, man. Like, I really want to do. Like, obviously I want to go, but I want to be safe. But I'll just." He goes, "No problem. Gustav, my cousin, will get you to come in." I go, "Oh, actuals." He's like, "Yeah, man, yeah, no worries." I go, "But like, I'm a foreigner." Because don't worry, Gustav will take you. I go, "Okay, but Gustav speaks Portuguese or English?" Like, I don't think any of my Portuguese guys are gonna come because they're gonna freak the shit out of me. He's like, "No, don't worry, they speak English." He speaks English. I go, "How?" He goes, "Oh, because he works at a hotel." I went, "But it's a favela."
Yeah.
It's like, "Yeah, normal, man." He goes, "Favelas live with everyone, no problem, but just don't come to our favela type thing." You know what I mean? It's like, dude, what the fuck is going on? So then I started freaking the fuck out. I'm like, you could be sitting next to a person on the plane or in
It was like
walking the
cartel
shit.
leader or something.
It could be a thing, but so again, anyway, so I told the guys that were with us, you know, the guys that from Brazil, and I was like, "Do you guys want to come in?" Some of them bitched. They go, "No way, I'm not coming in."
Yeah.
But then the other people said, "Yeah, we'll come in."
way.
Like, we never know, and like we've never been in there. They're Brazilian. They've never been to the cartels, like favelas. So now, for those that don't know what favelas is, look it up. But favelas are sort of like technically slums. That's
it's
all
like mountaintop slums.
So the way they spoken about it, it's like the lower grade people, but they're not really that lower grade people because they're lower economic people, but they're not that lower economic because the houses there are expensive. The houses to be sold. That's what I asked the guy, and I go, "How much is house?" And they're like, "Oh, this worth about 50,000, 100,000 or whatever in Australian dollars." So there are pretty
still money,
decent
bro.
money.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, bro, like these houses are like you go, "Bro, that's not a fucking house. That's a shoebox or something." But it's fucking insane. So the favelas are sort of go on the mountain type thing, and these favelas are like normal human beings, obviously living in there, but then the cartel run. So each of these favelas run by different cartels and different cartel family, and this cartel families run their drug business or whatever, their arm business, whatever business they have, they run it within that sort of a favela. Now every favela have a different name because it relates to different cartel family, and they essentially normal to be there. But if things crack on and if the police want to raid them or if the other cartels want to come in there, start a war against them, then that's when it kicks off. And it does kick off. And police do try to go in there because it's no go zone for any police. Now, there's one entry in and out of these favelas mainly, and they're very highly guarded, not by down people downstairs. They always up on the top of the favela, and the way the favelas have been built, a sort of thing, they go up the mountain, and they've got lookout spots where they can see their street. And as soon as a car comes in that they don't know, or a bike comes in that they don't know, or police come, they start shooting. They don't care. As soon as the police, even if the police coming in for a welfare check or a police coming by and it stops in just to go buy a donut or something like that, just park mistakenly, they start shooting at them. They don't give a shit. They don't care. It's on. And that's the crazy part of it. So when we went there, we had to park a couple of streets away, call Gustav, tell him that we're coming in. Then Gustav told us what you're wearing, what you think. And then so we told him what we're wearing. So then when we got in, he was at the front of the street and then walked us in. And then he told us, you can take photos wherever I tell you to take photos, if you want to take photos. Because I said to him, man, I'd really love to document this. So he said to me, you can document it, you can video it, only when I tell you to.
Wow.
And I said to him, what do you mean? He goes, you'll understand at the end. And sure enough, yes, I understood, but you go in, so they've got this lifting type thing that the government put in there for them. Now, each favela have like a mayor that looks after the obviously the people that live in there, and then obviously then the mayor will answer. Mayor is sort of top of a person that's a connection between the people,
And the cartel.
the cartel, and the government.
Oh, wow.
Right? So if the government wants something, they speak to the mayor. The mayor, if it relates to the cartel, obviously it tells the cartel. And if it relates to the people, then it will talk to people. But then if the people have the problem, like for example, we don't have, I don't know, access to go up on the top, so then the mayor will tell the government, come build us a lift type thing. So they will sit there. I don't know if you've been to Pali or something, but if you're going up to, for example, one of these Bali places when it's like downhill,
It's like a
like a little thing, and you're sitting there, go. I was up there, and that's what they built. The government will build that for them, so then it's easier for them to leave, so they can go up there and they come through the streets. I mean, there's other ways to go up there, but that's one part of it. It's crazy. Now, mind you, these favelas don't have electricity; they just steal electricity from the government, and the government know about it. And the electricity company know about it, but they can't fucking do jack shit about it because who the fuck's gonna walk in there and tell them you're gonna get shot? It's
true.
essentially, and they can't turn off because you're like, okay, well then why not just turn off the fucking power? Like right now, if you don't pay your bill, what they do, they turn off your power.
Yeah.
They can't do that because then if they turn off the power, the favelas will run in the street with the guns and fucking start shooting at shops and innocent people, and then fucking so it's all in. It's crazy. It's the story. It's like a lawless country with law.
Yeah.
Yet this law does not
Apply.
to these people. When you're going, it's phenomenal, man. It's a mind of its own. So then we went in there and it's great. And then, as I said, like just there, behold, why we can't just take photos and videos. We got into the first point and we got out of the cart, and I'm talking about how do I explain it? You know those Netflix series or on YouTube, you go and look up the most dangerous jail in the world, and then you see the first thing that comes in is some Latino bloke with like
Full head
tattoos,
tat, shaved, full head
with like
tat,
a massive cross across his face, and
yeah.
saying, man, like skeleton here, like tattoos and a thing, and just sitting there with a freaking M16 just across his thing, and then freaking he's got just his grenade and whatnot. Man, this is not a movie. I'm not making this up. I seen this, and I literally walked out and I went, "What the fuck?" And there's like two different guys next to them sitting with their gout, and then the guys are sitting there with an eagle eye, fucking sitting there just and like just sitting there. It's like Gustav, I don't know, hola, no, whatever, and then like. And then like I'm just looking at him and he's like smiling, like obviously it's very hard. And he goes, "Where you from?" I go, "Australia." He goes, "Oh, Australia, that's it." Like he doesn't know what. He's like, "Oh, Australia."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, just. And then we kept going, and I went, "So what the fuck is that?" He's like, yeah, I should have told you this, but yeah, like they sit there and they guard the street. I'm like, "What do you mean guard the street?" He goes, "Oh, just in case police come or like random cars come."
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, so these guys that will shoot the street." He's like, "Yeah, this guy will start shooting the street." Get the fuck out of here, dude. And he's like,
fucked.
I go, "But do ever anyone comes in?" The Gustav started laughing. He goes, "Look at the fucking walls on the wall." And look up the walls and it's like fucking bullet holes and everything. It's like, always.
Oh, fuck.
But then you go in there, there's kids playing ball, and then I played ball with the kids, and he's sitting there playing soccer with them, kick in and whatever, you play ball, and to know that Neymar came from favelas, Cristiano Ronaldo came from favelas, actually not Cristiano Ronaldo didn't come, Ronaldinho came, Ronaldo back in the days, Ronaldo, I don't know if you know, he used to play for Brazil, Pelé used to came, so one of the biggest players in the world came from the favelas, and they say why, because it's such a hard thing for them to actually do and train and live. It was because of the slumminess of their lifestyle, it built them to become the best soccer players. And you see them in the slums, like I'm telling you, in the favela, like in the thing. They've created them like a little space where they're playing by themselves, and it's like it's not a soccer pitch, not a green, it's nothing. It's on the concrete, but it's dirt and everything else. They're running barefoot, playing, kicking the ball, and they're having a really cool time. So we played with them, and then at the end they go, soda.
Soda, they want soda.
I go, what soda? And then Gustav's like, oh, because they played with you, they want you to buy him soda. I'm like, yeah, fuck it up. Come in. What sodas do you want? And they're like, really? And Gustav's like, no, don't tell him.
And then they're gonna get all their friends.
Don't worry. I'll tell him. And then he goes and buys them the 1.2 Coca-Cola, and they're like, oh, happy. And they go fucking sit down and pour it in the cups and drinking them and all sharing the same cup. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? These are normal people that living in there, and the parents are fucking there, and so these people are just normal people that live there. But then you walk, and then we'll go through these little alleyways that you go up and down, and like you go down and like these houses, and the houses up there, and they go down in them, and like you come out of these other spots, and there's like other people that are sitting there with like no shirts, and again ripped to the shit house. We're talking about, bro, like abs everywhere in their body and tattoos and guns AK-47 just across and someone sitting at the window with the machine guns that would bring down the helicopter and that and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? It's like, oh, just in case a helicopter flies over, they shoot it down. I'm like, have they ever shot down a helicopter? He goes, yeah, look up to Google. It's like, and yes, man, once I got back to the hotel room and I fucking called in a helicopter shot down my favelas. It's like so many of them. It's like, what the fuck? There's so many articles. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? These guys are fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
Why not tell you ruthless, man? Ruthless. And then as you go behind the wall, you see like guys again sitting down with guns and guts on the wall. But then it's like a Sunday table. They've got a table out and they got different, like they got cocaine bags, they got cracks, they got weed, they got they got everything. It's like Sunday market, and it's like just come and buy and whatever you want, you pick it up and just give them the money and go. And it's like sort of people that live there buy drugs, or people that are on the streets selling to the a lot of foreigners, gringos, which is us. Anyone that's outside thing, they call them gringo. So they go, the gringos will come and want to buy. So the dealers, the little runaround, will come up there, buy a bag of them.
Go back
they
down.
Go down, they bag it down and sell it to
the gringos.
To the gringos, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Man, I'm telling you,
Supply chain, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
It is a lifestyle that I've never. And you look at it and you like, and they look at it like, pump you and they're like, how are you? Good? Okay. See, you walk past them, you just can't take photos of them, and that's it. You just walk down and then like you'd walk down and you go, oh, can I take a photo? He's like, no, you can't. Boy, there's no one here. He's like, look in the window, and you see in the window someone just sitting there with like looking.
Oh, it's literally like in the movie where they're just like smoking and they're watching.
Yeah, literally just someone just smoking. It's like in the window, just sitting there
just like
smoking weed
watching
and just
like
watching. Yeah, man. Yeah, just watching. And it's fucking insane.
Wow.
It was an experience, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, the whole favela was an experience, and I'm so glad I got. I mean, I don't know. Not many people get to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's crazy.
And yeah, we got to do that. Again, I need to tell you this: that in Rio, we were riding around in a fully armored car, man, fully bulletproof car.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
But the whole trip was an experience and a half. I mean, we did something that no one does, and hardly anyone would actually go to the jungle and live on the jungle, or go down to the favelas. But I needed to do that. I think it's very good for my grounding, like my essentially understanding, knowing what I'm selling to people. Now I understand it.
Yeah.
Like as I said, we've been misinformed about what acai is all this life. I feel like they just say, oh, it's just a berries family, but it's really not berries family. And yeah, it's these are little things that we find, and we need to do this for our business. You do it because you want to understand your business. I mean, I can only imagine you with e-commerce. You must have flown to China how many times?
Yeah,
you met the supplier, understood what the thing is, regardless of what the product is. You could be selling cups, but you understand where this glass come from, where the crystal came from, how to melt it, where they do it. So then you will, because you need to build sense of friendship with that product and understanding and emotionally be involved. So when someone comes and asks you about this certain product,
everything about it.
everything about it, upside down. So I think essentially that's what we need to do.
And not every business owner does that. Not every business owner wants to do that either.
No.
Because it's like, who wants to risk their life to go
right.
learn about a fucking berry in the middle of Amazon and try to catch crocodiles to eat?
Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look, and that's what it comes down to, you know. It comes down to what you actually enjoy and you're doing it as a business. So you gotta look at, if you have a 9-to-5 job right now, and if you're watching this and you have a 9-to-5 job and you're looking at everyone else here, that everyone that's ever been on this podcast, or you're looking at them and you go, fuck, I want to be like them. I just have this very simple question, is that I'm going to risk my 9-to-5 that is fully secured in my life right now to do something I might enjoy, then you probably don't want to do it. Now, I know a lot of people will give you an advice and telling you, oh, just drop everything and just go give it a try if it's a thing, you know. Yeah, but God given you a brain as well, not to be stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, you can't be stupid.
Sometimes that doesn't work, all right?
Yeah.
Sometimes with a brain, they're still stupid. So
Yeah, like, you know, just you don't need to be fucking stupid.
yeah,
Yes, it's cool, you know, but dropping like 30, 40 grand on a full trailer to go sell the same thing exactly that everyone else is selling in a place because you think, because your area does not have acai or does not have kebab or does not have crepes, you're going to blow up.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work like that.
no, it doesn't.
Just because your area doesn't have it, it's the reason why they don't have it.
That's true.
Not every area has Aldi. Not every area has IGA. Not every area has Woolies or Coles.
And even if it was there, they might last 5 years and disappear. There's a reason for that.
That's
too.
because there's a reason. Now, there's a reason. I mean, I have a whole team that are for my leasing that go out there. We get so many offers. If you see my offers on how many shops we get in a day, like I'll kid you, like I think every week we get like 10 different shops. Some of them are great money. We're talking about some of these locations we get given for free almost. But man, when we do the numbers and when we give it to this whole team and they analyze the numbers, they go, oh, man, it's not a good site for you.
And even then, when you open up a site, you got 9 right now. You don't know. One might be doing well for the next 6 months, and then it might just absolutely tank.
And
you never know.
And it has happened. And one of my sites, actually, we are sitting down and going, okay, the crime rate on there is 1, 2, 3, and it's like we're getting robbed. And yes, we're making money, but we're getting robbed. And then at a certain time, it's like our employees are feeling we don't think it's safe for the employees. So should we just shut the shop at this? And we're like, is it even worth it to even fucking leave the shop? So then, yes, you know, you do the numbers, and even then the numbers might come back good, and then at the end of it, you might not do right. So, bro, it's a lot of yes and no's, and a lot of do's and don'ts, and there's a lot of things that you got to look at. But again, yes, we all here for you. This conversation you hear from a lot of people that sit on this chair, obviously you're going to be interviewing and that. These are all just for yourself to make up your own destiny, the way you do it, right? And I think this is a powerful, like as I said, I don't really do much podcast, like, you know, but when I see a good podcast, and this is it, this, like, if you're watching this podcast, you need to understand these podcasts are for you to not be brainwashed, but to be a lesson. These are the people that actually made it in life, and they're lost in life. I've lost in life. Thirsty Monkey is not my first brand.
Correct. I've done 15 brands, 15 businesses.
That's 15 brand, dude.
That's a lot of money wasted, a lot of time as well.
That's 15 brand that you could have said, you know what, fuck this shit, man. I'm sick and staunch to what I'm doing.
Still keep going.
And you keep going, man.
Keep going.
And that's the mentality where you wanted your own destiny in life, right? 100%. You wanted your own destiny. You wanted to paint the picture in your own life. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing if this doesn't work, fuck it, you're jumping on the thing. So you look at a surfer. If you ever go to Bondi or something, you watch a surfer, and a surfer will go in, keeps tries and tries and tries over that surf. Eventually he catches one wave and he rides it till he folds him. And when he folds him, that's what he does. Again. He goes back out again and rides another wave. He doesn't go, fuck this, I had enough, and walks back. He doesn't do that. and that we all of us are surfing. We're just catching a different surf, a different wave at a different time, man.
100%.
And we're just riding our own waves till it drops us.
Fuck, that's some powerful shit, bro.
That's it, bro.
You're dropping some fucking wisdom, some fire right now, bro. But that pretty much brings us to the end anyway, because I was actually going to ask you. So the final question I ask every guest on the show is, we're all about unlocking the cheat codes of life, right? You have now 38 years of experience on this beautiful planet of ours. You've now visited the Amazon.
Crazy.
You fucking rode a dolphin.
A pink one.
Pink fucking dolphin. You rode a pink fucking dolphin. If you were to go back to the 18-year-old Jacob now, and you had you now reflect on every bit of success that you've achieved, what is the one cheat code? We all used to play games, we used to play GTA or whatever, type in cheat codes so you're invincible and shit. But if there was one cheat code that you could think of right now that could help you double your results in half the time as an 18-year-old Jacob, to go back to yourself, or even advice that you might tell your son, hey son, this is the cheat code for life. If you follow this, you'll get to double what dad achieved in half the time he did. What do you think it would be?
Man. I think if I had the experience I have now at 18, because man, this experience, you got to realize this, yeah? Life is an experience that you need to go through. And I think life is a lesson for itself. What you learn in life is you don't learn in school. So I think what I would tell my kid in a nutshell is that I think crazy. Because it's sort of like a very deep thing, and then you got to make sure you know what you're doing with them. But I think I'll tell them not to overthink. Because I think one of the biggest problem we have in right now is overthinking. And I think in the whole 38 years of my experience, and a lot of people that I've met and a lot of things that I've met, I think the overthinking has killed most of people's success. I heard this story one place, and I think I'm going to leave this with you guys and with the listeners and everyone else. Live your life and your overthinking to this story is that there was a man and a horse riding across the jungle. And it was dark and no one could see it further, right? And they started freaking out where they're going and how far they're going to go because they didn't know it was unseen. There was smoke everywhere. They couldn't see the furthest. And so then the man started freaking out, didn't know what to do. So they hold the horse and was like, stop. And then the horse turned around and told the man, what are you afraid of? He's like, man, I can't see anything in front of me. And then the horse goes, can you see the first step in front of you? And he said, yeah. He's like, I will take that step. And he said, can you see the other step in front of you? He's like, yeah. So take the other step. So I think we as human beings, the fear of not knowing what will happen essentially will turn us off into succeeding into where we want to be because we can't see. But then it'll be easier if we see what's in front of us and take that and then just move to the next one. Once we've taken that step fully finished, then we see the next step because it becomes visually clearer for us. So take one step at a time, forget what's in front of us, and don't worry about the overthinking because of overthinking, you're going to kill yourself and you're going to kill your brain. Put yourself in a situation where you can overcome, and that can become your reward every time you succeed and you take on the first step or your second step or the first step into everything that you do. Because once you overcome it, then you can celebrate and be proud of yourself. But then knowing the fact that you have to take another step forward, it's what you'll be grounded on. And I think, just if we can overcome our overthinking, I think that'd be the only advice I'll ever give my child. And ever let overthinking kill your dream. And I think that's the biggest thing there in life that we need to worry about. Just not to overthink.
I agree. That's very powerful. I think most of us, we lose our dreams because we overthink, and that darkness becomes so dark that we don't take that first step forward. So
That's scary, man.
it is scary, but you know, at the end of the day, everything is scary. If you want to ask to go out, it's scary. If you want to get married, it's scary. If you want to have kids, it's scary. If you want to have a business, it's scary.
That's everything, man. Overthinking, just not just business, it's everything. Same as your job or your career, your business studies, you know, what you want to study in life, because sometimes it's too heavy, man.
100%.
You ask a child at 10 years old what do you want to do when you grow up, it's too heavy for them, man. What do they answer? They're either doctor or I want to be a doctor, I want to be a teacher,
I want to be a lawyer, engineer, whatever.
Because that's what they do. But then you ask the same question at 16 years old, 17 years old, it's completely different because it's a different life, you know.
Yeah.
They have no vision over there because there's no fear of getting there. But then when they're 17, 18, they see how they struggle to get to that. It's like, oh, fuck that. I'd rather become a plumber or something, you know? You know, so it's the fear of it. It's the fear of not knowing what will happen. But once we take that away and we just take that first step, if doctor is really what you want to do, don't worry about how many years
One step at a time. One step at a time.
One time at a time. And yes, so many people might look at this like, no, I'm going to stack this and we're going to become some business entrepreneur. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you're destined to be studying and becoming a doctor. Because, man, if everyone becomes a content creator and thing, then who's going to fucking fix us up? Do you know what I mean?
Who's going to do the plumbing?
Yeah, who's going to do the plumbing? So, yes, we do need the plumber. We do need the thing. And some people might find happiness within plumbing.
I agreed.
Some
and that makes fucking good money too.
Yeah, man. Like as I said, your happiness should be what makes you happy, not what we tell you the happiness
And not
is.
what other people judge of you. So
we just give you a line, man, and that's it. So
100%. Powerful stuff. Where can people find you on socials if they want to follow you?
Jacob Najjar, my personal Thirsty Monkey all over thing. And if they ever anyone wants help and hand or advice, reach out, man.
Done.
We're here.
Easy as.
Thank you very much.
What an episode.
Thank you, Pam.
What a fucking episode. We need to go swim with dolphins now. All right, done. I hope you have enjoyed that episode of Point 01. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow along on all our socials at Point 01 Podcast to watch all of the shorts again. We release an episode every single week, and we hope you will join us as we continue to explore the minds of those who make up the 0.01%. Until next time, keep hustling. I'm your host, Alan Fu. I'll see you on the next episode.